fans watching around the world. This is the moment you've all been waiting for.
Let's get straight into the episode.
Yeah, we heading for the sun. Shawty got my high, I ain't tripping for the funds. Yeah, I won't start, I ain't tripping, I'm a stun.
Alright y'all, today's a Monday and Mondays are for Docs. Thank you for clicking or tapping at the start today's spew. And I have to say, big warm welcome to the podcast. Returning to the Doxcast for the second time, we have the lovely and inspiring Kayla and the big tall glass of water, handsome Aiden. Alright, welcome guys to the first Xiberras.
I love it. That's good.
Yeah, I stumbled it as it was coming out. And I was like chasing after it. I think I got it in the end. Yeah. All right, cool. I've got notes this time. Last time I did the two of yous, I didn't really have too many notes, but had a bit of free time today, so I thought I'd prepare something. All right, that's cool. That's cool. I have to say as well before we get into it that I know it's good to be early, but the party doesn't start for like 3 hours, guys.
Oh,
You're here pretty early for the party. Yeah. You must be keen for tonight then.
Usually I'm late, so I've got a lot of making up to do for all the times I've been late. She's the early one usually.
True.
Oh, I am notoriously late, actually. And you know what? I have to apologise for the last time we tried to set this up too.
Oh, that's all right.
I'm not just notoriously late, I'm notoriously pathetic when it comes to organisation.
Things happen, don't worry. That's all right.
Oh, God, I was so embarrassed. I couldn't tell you. I was like, because usually I plan something in my calendar and I write, like I just ask Siri to add it to my calendar, but then I do it for the day before.
Yeah.
And I didn't have anything the day before. So then when I woke up that morning, I'm like kind of like thinking to myself, what am I going to do today? And then the phone rings and hey, I need my aircon's not working, quickly come. And I'm like, oh, shit, all right. And then I'm halfway there and you guys go, hey, we're on the way.
Oh, no.
Shit.
I'm like, what am I going to do?
It happens.
Do I send my brother to do the aircon or my brother to do the podcast? No, so
That's all right. These things happen.
yeah,
so
thank you
all
guys
good.
for being understanding, all right? Hope to make it up to you today with a good episode, but I'm
Yes.
very,
Do it.
very keen for you both, all right? Very, very keen.
Awesome.
I don't know how I want to start. Maybe with Kayla, you told me you just went away on a little trip. What was that about?
Went to Queensland, so
Yeah.
Ellie Beach with Sundays. So the people that I met last year in Canada, decided to go to Queensland.
Yeah,
and
nice.
gone for about 11 days and
Oh,
just
nice.
a little getaway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Because on the last pod, we were talking about lots of travelling pretty much for a
Yeah,
lot of it.
Iceland and Canada,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then I think you might have mentioned the Queensland trip, unless that was in another conversation in general.
Probably, yeah, I think so.
but that's awesome that you went and did that. Yeah, because you said
Yeah.
you want to start moving around more. Good job. You're already all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you have to do it while you're young as
Yeah.
well, because there's going to be, you've got your whole life to travel, but I find that in your 20s and your 30s, this is the time when you're healthy, you're alive, you're active and well.
Yeah.
yeah.
You could be 55, 65 trotting along, but then you'll get to like a steep hill and you're like,
My back.
when I was younger, it would have been a good hill. But I think I might just sit down and have a cup of tea now.
I'm kind of like that now, to be honest. I'm so lazy.
Dude, you're looking slim, I must
Oh
say.
my
man.
God.
I wanted to say it as soon as I seen you at the door, and I was like, I'm saving this for on the Doxcast.
Yeah.
You're looking good.
I appreciate
Very
you, man.
healthy,
I've
yeah.
been trying. Thank you, brother.
Kayla, you're always looking healthy.
Oh,
always.
thank you.
But Aiden, you haven't always looked healthy.
Back in the day, jeez.
Yeah,
I was
good
looking a
work.
bit
How
rough for
much
a
have you
while.
lost now?
23.
23.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I've been doing okay. I'm really happy. I'm real
Yeah.
happy. I'm proud of myself because usually I say, I'll do it, and then never get it done. But
Yeah.
finally I've put my head down and finally done something I wanted to do. So I'm happy, man.
Great work, dude. Wow,
Thanks,
wow.
Even when for example, with you, when you're feeling down or can't be bothered, he'll still go to the gym.
Nice.
And that's so important. So props to you, dude.
It's still the hardest part for me is getting there.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm there, bro, it's sweet.
Yeah.
And even when I'm feeling down or whatever, it's always the fixer.
Yeah.
It fixes everything. Mentality wise, if I'm feeling a bit crappy from the day, it's just the fix.
Yeah, that's mad.
Still, it's getting there. It's the hard part.
Yeah, people say the hardest thing is starting anything.
Just getting there.
Yeah. I actually shared something on Instagram maybe 2 days ago or yesterday. It was about, he broke down in a science metaphor procrastination, and he was saying that it's one of Newton's laws that if an object remains in still, it will remain in still until force is applied to it. So what he was breaking down after that was if you're just stuck procrastinating and you can't be bothered getting done the tasks, just do a little bit. All you got to do is get the ball moving, start that
Get it
snowball,
started. Yeah.
and it will turn into a fucking a boulder to run away from. You know.
That's it gets easier.
Yeah. So good work. Good work. Dude.
Yeah,
man.
great.
It's a crazy little secret to the universe. Exercise. Like it's like it's such a cheat code. It's like it shouldn't be real. You know? People are like way depressed, and you're like, oh, I haven't been walking around today. Like, that's why.
So true, but when you sit down all day, you're so depressed, and like that's what we do for our jobs. And
Yeah.
at home, like
Yeah.
Thursdays and Fridays, been real dead lately. So sitting down all day, bro,
Yeah.
torture,
Yeah.
torture.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you start moving around, like you're sweet, like
Yeah,
your whole
bro.
day's improved.
It's such a secret to the universe.
Yeah.
Hey? I guess that and people always talk about why is mental health gone down so much, and it's probably because life just becomes so much easier. You know, we don't have to really walk anywhere. We
Yeah.
can drive everywhere. We all work from computers most of the time anyway. So I don't know why no one's mentioning the fact that people just aren't going to the gym.
Yeah.
True.
It's technology. Everybody's so dependent on it now, and everybody like you get fixed in your ways, and that was the hardest thing for me. My Xbox.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
used to grind that shit so much.
FIFA?
FIFA.
You still love
Still
it.
do, but now prioritize like bit of time management's in it, not like all day every day.
Yeah.
I miss it.
Fitness over FIFA. That'll be
That's eternal for me. I like it.
Yeah, nice. All right. Well,
Doing incredible.
yeah, you are. Amazing work, dude. Amazing
Thank
work. What about this trip away, Kayla? What did you do for these 11 days?
I think the highlight of the trip was snorkeling the Great Barrier Reef. That was amazing.
Wow,
It was
wow.
just such a beautiful experience, and also just traveling around the Whitsundays. So it was more of a relaxed holiday, like we're relaxing on this man-made beach. It was a lagoon. We went on an all-day tour where we went to another highlight was Whitehaven Beach as well. So we went there. Yeah, it was not, and then we hired a Airbnb for the 5 of us for the 11 days, and then just went hiking as well. So,
Damn,
yeah, it
nice.
was good.
Very outdoor holiday,
So I want
yeah.
to just now travel around Australia. You realise, like, I haven't been to Melbourne. I haven't been to Tasmania. I've only been to Queensland and Sydney is the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
places. So
Never been to
now
Melbourne.
I've never been to Melbourne. You did for
been
the
a few
Australian
times.
Open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've never been. So
Australia has got lots of nice. It is nice to go out and explore. I've only really done Queensland and Victoria, really. Like it's all
Yeah.
the only places I've been, but I think Perth looks like it's
Perth
great
looks
nowadays.
mad.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
looks so nice.
there's a pink lake in Western Australia. I don't know
Yeah.
whether it's in Perth specifically. I don't know exactly where it is, but it looks so cool. So
Yeah, I think
that's
I've seen reels about that pink lake
Pink
actually.
Lake. That looks
Yeah,
great.
it looks sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. You might have gone snorkeling around the same days Patrick did actually, because Patrick's up in Queensland right now.
Oh,
so
right.
He was just snorkeling the Great Barrier Reef as well. Yeah,
Where
and he's on his honeymoon, just traveling around. Yeah, would have been cool if you was doing it around the same time. Imagine you're underwater and you're like,
Oh shit, I know you.
you're like the Spider-Man meme, you know, underwater. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, I love snorkeling. We went snorkeling for Luke Sessions' Bucks party. I would say, that was a while ago now. Oh no, we also went with for Patrick's Bucks party. Maybe it wasn't Luke Sessions. We didn't go. It was for Pat's Bucks party actually. That was about 5 or 6 weeks ago, maybe 7. And we went to Thailand and we kind of like took this boat over to Phi Phi Island and then we got to jump out. And Pat's brother took all this like food all day. I saw him kept putting food in his pocket, like grapes and shit. I was like, what are you doing? He's eating lychees, peeling the seeds, putting in his pocket. I'm like, we're in the ocean, just fucking, it's a lychee, bro. It's a grape. Anyway, so once we all go under, he like swims down and pushes himself down, then opens his pockets and lets all the food out.
Oh my god,
And the
Nice.
fish
smart
just
one.
swarmed us, bro.
Oh my
We
god.
got good videos of it,
That's
actually.
mad.
It was awesome. Such a good idea.
Yeah.
Next time I go snorkeling, I'm taking a pocket full of fruit, that's for sure.
So smart.
Yeah, you can
I
use
thought
anything.
when you said that, I thought the exact same. Like, why?
yeah.
He's the smart one. Jeez.
Yeah,
Great
he's got a
idea.
brain on him, that boy. Yeah, shout out to Mitch for that. But yeah, I love snorkeling. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you been, Aiden?
Yeah, I've been snorkeling.
Yeah.
We went on a cruise. What was it? A cruise? Noumea?
Yeah, so
Like Isle
New
of Pines.
Caledonia.
Oh,
yeah.
That was the best experience. Saw, like,
Nice.
turtles and
Yeah,
snakes and stuff.
yeah. I've had a couple of experiences. I went in Fiji once, and then I went in Bali. Bali might have been the funnest time.
Really?
The
Yeah.
best snorkeling, but the funnest time was in Thailand because there were like 10 boys doing it.
Oh, that's
That was good fun.
awesome.
There was like this cave, and I got towards this cave, right? And I'm like holding onto the walls going in, and then I'm kind of like swimming around looking, and then it gets pitch black. So I'm like,
no
Yeah.
way.
we're all just looking around. I'm like, there might be something cool. Let's
I'd
go have a
freak
look,
out.
guys. So I'm going towards it, and then the swell just goes whoosh, and I just grab onto the wall, and I just crawl out of this.
God.
No one go in that cave. We will not see you again.
All right. You have to find out the hard way for everybody else.
Oh my god, I'm not the best swimmer either. I can doggy paddle, but that's about it.
As if you had the balls to do it.
Oh, I didn't
black,
think
no.
what could go wrong. I didn't think that
What can go wrong?
Poseidon's going to be down there using his thing, trying to draw in little white boys, you know.
Jeez.
Yeah, but yeah, it was cool. It was a lot of cool stuff. I swam down, and my whole purpose when I'm snorkeling, I'm looking for treasure. I'm looking for watches, phones, rings.
Well, when I went snorkeling, I got a shell for you, Aiden. Yes,
Nice.
that was from the Great Barrier Reef. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
Nice. That would have been a good holiday. Good. That was
Yeah,
very good.
that's awesome.
Nice. And I hear, Aiden, as well, that you've managed to somehow round up all the boys and get them together and start playing soccer. Is that correct? Yeah.
Listen, it's not going the best so far, but we're working on it, boys. Don't worry, we'll get there. I have to say it to them.
Yeah. So who have you round up to play?
We've got Jackson,
Yeah.
Big Jackson at the back.
Yeah,
We've got
yeah,
Brad,
yeah.
Cooper. It's their first time playing, and they're bloody doing good, you know. For
Okay.
their first time playing, and we're versing tough teams. They're pretty decent, you know.
Nice.
Got Mr. Surgeon, Zach Surgeon out of
How's
retirement.
that?
Out of retirement, yeah.
He scored a goal actually, so
Hey.
I'm proud of him. I'm very proud of him.
Nice.
God
We
love
got
Zach.
Big Fisher, which I had to do a lot of negotiating with him for a while. My God, because with his work schedule, it's really hard. But
Yeah.
we got the done deal.
Nice.
Got the deal done, you know. All right, got myself. Oh,
So
shit.
yourself, Jacko, Brad, Cooper, Fisher, 5.
Nixie.
Nixie, 6. And is that a 6
Listen,
aside?
I'm gonna cut out this little gap because I'm gonna feel really bad. My God. So we got Jackson, myself, Sahul.
Sahul.
Oh, what
how
the
can you
hell?
forget Sahil?
Sorry, Sahul. Sorry, brother. Maybe if he starts scoring some goals, maybe I'll start noticing him a bit more. No, we got Jackson, Sahil, me, Cooper, Brad, Nixie, and Fish.
Okay, so it's
And
usually
Zach-
it's
and
usually 8. So usually 8 per team.
Well, there's five on the field and then 3 on the bench.
Oh,
we
yeah.
need 3 on the bench. Our fitness. Listen, we'll start 5 minutes into the game. We're all dead. At the end of the first game, like Fisher really wanted to come off, but there was our 3 subs all laying on the ground, just dying, absolutely dying. But it's actually been going pretty good. You know,
Nice.
we're enjoying it.
And what are the other teams you're going up against like? How's it like?
So our first game, it was the team that's come second for the last like few years in a row. So we were like a really decent team.
Yeah.
First 2 minutes in the game, we're 2-0 down. We had no idea what the hell to do. Like formation went out the window, all that. And then second half started and we're 2-0 down. And Big Jackson comes in with a big clutch, scores our first goal.
Nice.
And all momentum changes. Then we go 2-2,
Nice.
3-2. That was my goal. Just I have to claim it. Have to. And then we all were so dead at the end. And then they scored a goal and then won the game 4-3. But for our very first game together,
Yeah.
I couldn't have been more proud.
Nice.
We were so good.
Nice.
Second game comes along. Jesus. We
Yeah.
got our ass kicked.
Was that
We
last night's game?
Last week.
Last week.
Oh, wait. Yeah. No, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Or
Oh,
Wednesday,
sorry,
yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah, that didn't go as good as it could have.
Yeah.
We tried to change a few things up, thinking it would improve from the week before, and it was just a mess.
Yeah. Yeah.
We started off really well. We went 1-0 up, and then we all just got so tired because he changed the formation, which made us run a lot more, and they just wiped the floor with us after that. Got tired, got whipped 5-1, but things to work on.
Yeah. Nice. So you played 2 games or 3 games?
2
2
games.
games. Yeah. Nice.
Oh,
That's
and 2
fun.
so far, that's all right.
Yeah,
We've
yeah,
got 2 weeks off, so we're going to
Yeah.
start practicing again.
Yeah, that's fun, buddy.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's awesome. That's cool. I think that if I was to play soccer, I would probably be one of the bench guys, just to be there for moral support. You know? That'd be my best asset to the team. Like, I'd be surprised if I could kick a soccer ball where I wanted it to go. Like, people try to take it off me.
You'll be surprised like how good you can actually be. Like when I first saw Brad hop on the field, bro,
Yeah.
I was so impressed. And then
Okay.
Cooper comes along too, never played a game.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
were both decent.
Yeah,
Like they
nice.
knew how to kick the ball, they got into it straight away.
Nice.
It's actually good.
So what's everyone's skill level? Everyone's doing pretty good. What's the hierarchy in skill?
Hierarchy
break it
and
down,
skill.
yeah.
I reckon Fish, you gotta give Fish the credit. Like he's great with his dribbling.
Yeah.
Last week, our last game puts me a little bit lower, but the first game I would say I was pretty good with my skill.
Yeah.
Jackson, I'm so happy to have him in our team.
Yeah.
He's a unit. He's so big.
He is, bro.
So big.
And he has no quit, does he?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He keeps going, but he's fiery as. I don't know if he wants me to tell too much about the first game, but my God. Pretty much, let's just put it like this. The referee had to remind us that there's cameras on every single side of the building. Just to, like, we've had to report incidences to the police before, just to remind you boys. It's word by word what the referee said to us.
Oh, God.
We're hated already. Bro, we are so hated. Our second game, every single call went to the other team's way. And they were the most bullshit calls.
Yeah.
You can't argue too much because they'll just end up hating you more, but it was so bad. And it was all from the first game because Jackson, fucking hell, he lost it.
Yeah.
He lost it. We got 3 yellow cards in the first game, 2 in the second.
Oh, my gosh. He's pushing on now. 5 yellow cards in 2 games.
We just get fiery. We're like passionate. Like, we want to win. Maybe a little bit too much sometimes, but jeez.
That's sick. So what's this doing for schedule-wise? How you organising? Like, are you doing any training or is it just showing up on the day?
So we started doing training before the season. So we did about 5 training sessions, which was looking pretty good. But now we've got our games during the week. Nobody really got time to fit in twice. So we've got the next 2 weeks off. So we'll do some training. That's the telling you now, boys. Everybody's got to make it.
Yeah.
It's very important. We need it.
Yeah.
But the first 2 games have been late games. And we all wake up early. Like, I wasn't going to admit this. So there was the first game. It was at 8:30. That was rough because we didn't get to sleep. Like, everybody's still fiery after us. So I didn't get to sleep till like 11:30.
Yeah.
Took the next 2 days off. I was so tired. So tired.
Oh my
And then Tuesday came along. And that was a 9:30 game or 9:20. It's so late.
Yeah.
We're all
late.
buggered by the time the game starts. We're already for bed. So it hasn't been best schedule-wise so far, but hopefully that gets a bit better.
Wow. Why is it so late?
Tell about Nixie what time he got home.
Oh, yeah, Nixie's got to go back to the city after. So we're in Dural. So he gets the bus to mine.
Yeah.
And then we drive to Dural, which is like 20, 25 minutes. And then after the game, finish like, 10:30 maybe or 10:15. Get back, 11. He didn't get back till like 12:10 or 12:30, something like that. And then he's up at like 5:30 in the morning. Stuff that.
Good effort, Nixie. Shout out to Nixie, dude. Good effort. Wow.
But the first game, I was so sick after. Oh,
Yeah.
man. I literally woke up on the Thursday and I was a mess. It was just too late for me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to. To be honest, it's not enough sleep, dude. It's not enough sleep. Why are the games so late? Why don't they just do them
I
earlier?
asked the question, what time is the game's going to be? And they said it's going to be earliest about 6:30, latest would be about 8:15.
Yeah.
That didn't work out.
Yeah,
did it?
what
Have
the
it in a
heck?
full email and everything.
Oh my
I emailed
gosh.
them. So I thought it was concrete, and that's what I was telling the boys. And then the next game hits 9:30, and they're all asking me questions. Going, what the fuck? Because I told them, like, yo, promise last game 8:15, and they were stressing about that. I asked the question. It's not my fault.
And is everyone enjoying it, Bart?
Yeah.
Everyone's enjoying it?
We're having fun because
Yeah.
we realized a lot of the time we're meeting up is for big nights and
Yeah.
getting on the piss every single time. So it's a good way for us to meet up where we're getting our exercise, and it's good to see the boys midweek as well.
Yeah,
And then we meet
yeah.
up on the weekend again. It gives us something to look forward to.
Yeah, that's awesome, bro. It's not, to be honest, I've just had to find fitness as the number one thing I can relate to people with, you know, swimming or gym or sauna. I just look for a session anywhere I can with
Yeah.
something because obviously piss is out the window now. Yeah. Not fucking drinking piss anymore. So
That's it.
I wouldn't mind doing a sport one day. I can't say it's soccer would ever be something that I'm inclined to
Yeah.
do. Can't lie with you. I think soccer's gay, but
I want to organise something after this part because we've got
Yeah.
these jerseys and all that. So I want to get them to
Yeah,
good use.
yeah.
I'm thinking like Oztag maybe.
Oztag would be fun.
Would you
actually.
join?
I'd join
I
Oztag.
need players. I need
Yeah.
to start figuring that out.
Yeah, I sat down with the bloke maybe call it like 2 months ago. He's another podcast host himself, and he told me he just started playing Oztag, and they went like, I I think he said he went to overseas to Europe or something.
Oh my
'cause he was
God.
just playing Oztag, and I was like,
No way.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
That's not what I'm inviting you to. I'm thinking more like Valentine Sports Park.
Well,
kind
I
of
think
thing.
that's what I think he was just interested, like playing locally. He must have, and then
Really?
started winning finals and stuff.
Damn, good on him.
Wow.
Yeah, for some reason he ended up going overseas for it. I was
Europe.
like, oh, I didn't know I was sitting down with a superstar over here.
Do you think he would join our team?
I will try. Yeah,
Try and get him on.
yeah, I'll definitely try. Yeah, no, it's sick. Oh well, I'm glad everyone's got some skills going. How's Sleazy going, Bob? How's he going? On the
He's actually
field?
doing all right, you know, because to give him credit, when we used to play outdoor, bro, he was our best player.
Yeah.
He was the top gun. Our whole game plan was revolved around chip and chase. Kick it over to Sahil, let him do the rest.
Yeah.
With his indoor, we haven't played for a while, so he's still getting back into it. He scored a goal the first game, but yeah, no, he's doing all right.
Oh, good
He's
on him.
doing all
Good
right.
on him. I thought he would have been like 2 minutes in gas today. I don't know. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Like, he's had to come off a couple
No
of times
offense,
like this.
Sleazy. We love you. We love you. We love you.
I don't want to be hated after this, but
Yeah.
I'm keen to see him back at his best spot, which will take a few games, but back in the day,
Yeah.
he was a gun.
Yeah.
He was so good.
Really?
He could shoot from anywhere,
Wow.
and he was scoring. He was
Wow.
top goal scorer by like 20 goals every season. You could not stop him. He was just quick, strong, and could finish.
Wow. You know what it reminds me of? Have you obviously seen the Big Les show? Have you seen
The Big Les show, yeah, of
Kayla, you ever
course.
seen the Big Les show?
Big
No.
leg show.
They made a new season that just came out. Clarence
Oh,
and
really?
Donnie.
I
Clarence
didn't
and
even
Donnie.
know.
Like the
Yeah.
3 episodes in. The last episode that just came out. They're playing golf, right? And they're all just hitting golf balls off the top of Donnie's shop. And then Sassy goes, oh, can I have a go? And he's like, no, Sassy. He's like, why not? Because you have powers, mate. You've never even hit a golf ball in your life, and somehow you're the best in the world at it. You're not allowed to do it. And he's like, oh, just give me a go. And he just hits the golf ball, gets a hole in one first
No
try,
way.
right? And I'm just thinking to myself, like, the way you're explaining it, that's kind of Sahil.
Yeah.
Sahil's
Yeah.
sassy.
Yeah.
He's sassy the Sasquatch,
Absolutely.
bro. He's just down to have a good time at all
Yeah.
times, but he has magic powers. You know, like he's good at soccer.
100%.
Yeah.
We've talked about joining because we used to play together for like a long time together, and then we kind of got fat and lazy. But we've been talking about this for years, like either joining outdoor. We knew we wouldn't really be up for outdoor because it's a lot of running. So we thought, make an indoor team.
Nice.
Good fun.
Good
bro.
work rounding everyone up, bro. I know what it's like to have to organise people, get people together, convince people, persuade them to do things.
Yeah.
Organisations it's a responsibility, but it's a reward at the
Yeah.
end. You know, like good work.
100%.
It's
But
good.
now I want to start I want to be a good team.
Yeah.
And I know we're just starting off. It's our first time playing together, but I rounded up some good boys.
Yeah,
I really
nice.
want to be like a good team in it.
Yeah, good work. You'd have some experience with that too, Kayla, running classes and stuff at the gym.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of work, isn't it? Like
course it is.
It's pressure, it's stress.
Yeah.
but it's rewarding. You know,
For sure.
I feel like it's part of our evolution as young people to be able to get ourselves used to the idea of organisation of people because
Yeah.
we're going to be all family people eventually. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? We're going to be
Sure.
responsible for little ones. We're going to be babysitting for the friends, and then the kids are going to come over, bring the nephews. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So it's good now to get a handle. If we can organise adults, man, how hard can kids be?
Yeah.
How hard can a bunch of
It's
kids
actually pretty hard, to be honest, though. So I think I'll struggle a little bit.
Yeah, cool. All right, well, what's been the mindset about this year? What's been good? What's been bad? We'll start with you, Kayla. How's this year started for you?
Oh, you know what? The holiday made it good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been, I don't know, it hasn't been good or bad this year. The mindset this year is I've taken on a course. I think I told you last year with my podcast last year.
Was that last year? Wow, it
Yeah.
feels like that was this year.
No.
Was that around December?
Yeah, at the end of the year, I can't remember, November, December.
Wow,
yeah.
I swear that would have I swear that was this year, like
No.
2 months ago. Wow.
So my focus is just to keep on working hard, progress within my role.
I'll beat that out.
Yeah, beat that out.
Oh, we're going to remember that.
I know, we've
Forgot
got
about
it.
that.
Yeah,
You don't
that's
have to
going to be
remember
hard.
nothing.
Yeah,
Trust me,
okay.
I'll do that.
Thank you, Zoe.
Just focus on finishing this course and then see where life's going to take me. And yes, also travel more.
Yeah.
It's so important. So I want to book another trip on the ASAP. So my friends and I are already talking about traveling to Japan next year.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Damn.
So that's a bigger one.
Yeah.
And something to prioritize as well is visiting our family in Malta.
Yeah.
I've been talking about that and trying to persuade him to go to Malta, and it's been tough. It's hard to leave and just
So far. I want to see him. I really do want to see him. And I want to go to
man.
Europe really bad. It's just the timing. There's a lot going on.
It is a massive one. Europe is a big holiday.
yeah, that's it.
Massive.
Europe's to me that's
Massive.
the biggest one. You know what I mean? I can plan trips to little Asian countries
Yeah.
and other continents in general, but Europe's just, you don't want to waste the opportunity.
Exactly.
So you want to take advantage of everything you can do there.
Yeah.
So you want as much time and as much money to go to
That's
Europe.
it.
True.
And you got to take about a month off work as well.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
got to be there
Yeah.
minimum a month. And
Yeah.
that
That's
doesn't
it.
even feel like enough. We
Nah.
went, when did we go? 2012 or something?
No,
Oh,
2015.
2015.
Yeah.
We went for a month or 3 weeks to Malta, and we wanted to stay for another 3 weeks. Nowhere near
Yeah.
enough.
We were gone for about 5 weeks all up
Wow.
because we went to Italy, remember?
No, yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to go without Dad, just purely the fact that we've got so much family over there, and
Yeah.
Maltese people, they are chaotic. So they're going to want you to go here and here. And I don't think I'll be able to do that without you or
Yeah.
Dad. So I'd rather have them there.
Yeah.
So, but I've been pushing, and I tried to go this year, but I didn't have enough leave to go from work. So I'm just going to have to delay it a little bit longer.
Yeah. Delay it, save it up. Yeah, get ready, Bart. Get ready, because I know it'll be
that's
a big
it.
holiday going to Europe again.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
I don't know when I'm ever going to do Europe. Europe's too big for me to imagine. To be
You've got to
honest.
do it.
I'll do it,
Yeah.
but when?
The best thing about it is if you want to go to another country, you can just drive there.
I
It's not
know. Get a
weird.
train.
You can just get a train. With us, we have to
Yeah.
travel like 30 hours. And they just,
We just,
Yeah.
yeah.
you want to go to Spain? Yeah, let's go to Spain for the weekend. It's
Oh,
simple as that
yeah.
for them.
That's
Oh
what
my
our
God.
cousins do in Malta. They just go to everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, and then go for a few days and then come back home.
Yeah, let's just go to the Paris. Let's just go to Paris.
Exactly. It's like a weekend trip, like us going to Queensland.
Yeah.
That's it's like that for them. Going to
Yeah.
Queensland. All right.
Wow. And it's
Lucky, eh?
crazy because there's so many languages, so many cuisines, so many
Yeah.
cultures, you know?
That's it.
And they're separated by like lakes and fences.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But in saying that, Australia is by far the best country to live in. Like, I've travelled to a lot of different countries, and I'd say by far, even going to Iceland. Iceland was beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I say thank God I live in a country like Australia.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
beats
You,
living
you
here.
can't beat Australia. It's the land
Yeah.
of opportunity.
Yeah,
It's the land
definitely.
of opportunity. And you know what
Yeah.
I've come to realize? I've been trying to work this out since I started the podcast. What is Australian culture? Australian culture is not giving a fuck what anyone else does except for you. You know what I mean? What a
I love
culture.
it. I
What
fucking
a
love
culture.
it. How good is it, eh?
Everyone's just like, you do you, I'll do me. You know,
Yeah.
how good's that? That's Aussie.
I watch a lot of videos from like America and all that, and you know,
Yeah.
scrolling through your TikTok, it makes me proud to live in
Yeah.
Australia and to be an Aussie.
Yeah.
I love
True.
being an Aussie.
Yeah.
And a
Whenever-
lot of people love the accents, the
Yeah.
Australian accents. Like when I was in Canada, they were asking me, "Oh, say no," and then they
He's
go,
like, "No."
"No."
Yeah, my mum and sister just went on a cruise over to Texas, and they did like because my sister's best friend, who's Fosse's. Have you ever met Ryan Fosse?
Yeah.
He's my
Yeah,
best mate.
yeah.
His little sister, which is my sister's best friend, she's a dancer on a cruise ship. So she travels the world on these cruises, dancing, you know, kind of like a bit of a celebrity on these cruises. Awesome job. She got a dream job. But they went to go visit her with her mum and her boyfriend. So they all went on. And they said everyone is from America. Everyone's got these deep Texas accents, and then they see the Aussies, and they're like, "You guys have the best accent." You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're so loved when we go overseas as well. Like, I
Yeah.
remember when we went to Europe, my God, I was so loved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
They just love us so much.
Every podcast talks about, oh, I remember when I went to Australia, the best people, kindest people.
Yeah.
You know, like, fuck yeah, I feel so
We're
good
good
to be
people.
Australian. We are the best
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Let's be honest, we judge some particular countries quite a lot. but
Yeah.
Nobody really judges Australia.
Nah. Everyone's scared of Australia.
Yeah. Everyone thinks that every animal's out to kill it.
Yeah.
I told my friend Meg when she came to it, because one of my Kentucky friends that I went to Queensland with is from Manchester.
Yeah.
And I said, she goes, "Oh, is there anything I need to bring to Australia?" And I said, "Okay, make sure you buy snake repellent." And she goes, "Oh yeah, shit, I got to get that." I'm like, I don't think there's no such thing as snake repellent.
Yeah.
I've seen like 3 snakes in my life in the wild.
I think I've seen one. And it was like the littlest snake.
Yeah.
We were together. We were young when we saw a snake. I think we saw a brown snake at our grandmother's paddock. And we were so scared. Oh, my God. Do you remember that
Yeah,
day?
of course. I thought it was a lizard. I went to touch it. Oh, God, I didn't. And then Kayla pulled me back.
I'm like, Aiden, that's a brown snake. And we started, walking
God.
slowly back. And I said, Aiden, don't run. You've got to walk. Don't you listen at school?
I'd run. Why would you
run,
walk?
yeah.
No, apparently with snakes, if you run, it retaliates them. So you've got to walk slowly back. And I said, Aiden, just walk back slowly.
Yeah.
Because then it appears that you're not a threat to that snake. But if you start running, it gives them, I guess, you're retaliating, or they're going to retaliate and chase you. So.
Oh, man.
I was like 7 years old. You can't judge me. Fucking know I'm going to run. Anybody else would. You see a big ass snake, I'm out of there. Gone.
I reckon if I seen a snake, I'd try and fucking... I don't have that fear of snakes.
Yeah.
I always imagine seeing a snake and wrestling the snake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I want to be a saver hero. You know? I'm with my dog and a snake comes, grab that motherfucker by the throat. Yeah. Did you see the video of the dog that like picks up the snake and is and then it
that's
chucks
brutal.
it and it's like a frisbee?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch these videos of these guys some of them are in the mangroves in Queensland and some of them are in Amazon and stuff like that. And there's like snakes and crocodiles and spiders and they're there at night time with a torch looking for stuff, just a torch.
Yeah.
And there'll be like 20 snakes in one pile. And then like see all those things in the water and then they'll go click, click. And it'll be like 20 alligators, you know, just all eyes just staring at them.
Oh, my God.
And I'm
That's
like,
scary.
what the heck? Like, that's what people imagine when they think of coming to Sydney, you know?
Yeah.
Like, let's just go to, like, Rouse Hill, Windsor, Parramatta, and I'm going to fight in kangaroos, emus.
They think it's in our backyards. No, it's not.
Nah, it's sick. But, yeah, we are very, very blessed. Very
We
blessed.
are.
And how's this course going that you're in, Kayla?
I've put it on hold for a bit because I've been travelling overseas. Oh, not overseas, but travelling
Interstate,
to Queensland. And, but getting back onto it, I was supposed to go, but I went back to work. I'm going to tell Doxy what happened this week.
This was debatable if we bring it up.
Yeah, okay.
My
I
opinion
think
was
it's
not to.
yeah.
I think this is a funny story.
Yeah.
It's funny, but like sad that it happened.
Okay.
So I came back from my holiday on Saturday and returning back to work on Monday. So I went back to work on Monday. Tuesday, worked at the gym. And then after the gym, I had my next job, the full-time job. Anyways, what happened? Long story short, I got knocked out by my own car door.
What?
Yeah.
What? You might be the first person in history, by the way, just so you know.
Never heard anything like it.
Never heard
anything like it.
Oh, my God. So what happened? I was rushing too much. My mum went up to me 3 times and said, the last time she went up, it was 11:45, and she goes, Kayla, you got to go to work. You're going to be late.
Yeah.
So I'm getting my car keys, going down the stairs, and I'm rushing. And then open my door, but I wasn't thinking clearly because I had so much on my mind. I had the gym on my mind for some reason because things were going backwards a little bit with management and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So as I'm closing the door, I'm standing up at the same time. It bang hits me in the corner. Oh. I fall backwards and we're not sure 100% if I hit my head backwards, but I knocked out. I was blacked out for a few seconds.
God.
Anyways, and then I start opening up my eyes and I have blurred vision and I'm like, oh my God, I can't see. Luckily, my phone fell with me. So I'm like, okay, I have to grab my phone. Thank God for Siri because I couldn't see. I'm like, hey Siri, call Mum. So I said, Mum, I've had an accident. I've hit my head and I can't see properly. Can you please come down?
Oh.
My mum comes down, runs outside, and I've got this massive lump on my head. It was huge. And so she starts freaking out and I'm like, Mum, you have to call work. So she tries and calls Aiden. Aiden's not answering. And then she
Busy
calls.
making sales.
That's
Busy.
it.
Oh, he was.
I want to let you know my perspective of it all.
Yeah.
I got you.
He was making a sale. Anyways, so she calls my work and she speaks to one of the managers on shift and says, look, Kayla's just had an accident. We're going to rush her to hospital. She's fallen over and she's hit her head and we can't reach Aiden. So then Aiden, this is where you take over.
Oh my God. bro. So I'm making a sale, and mum calls like 2 or 3 times, but my mum does that usually. So
Yeah.
I had a feeling something was up, but I was in a sale. I couldn't just hang up on the customer.
Yeah.
So I let it go to voicemail, whatever. And then she called. I try to call her back. She doesn't answer. So I just go back to work. 2 minutes later, a manager comes up to me and goes, "Hey, your sister's just been in an accident, and they're calling the ambulance right now. I don't know any other details." I'm stressed. So I'm calling mum again, going, "What the hell?" Of course, she doesn't. She never answers her phone. It's just standard with mum. She does not answer her phone.
Yeah.
And I'm calling, no answer. Call dad. Dad barely knows anything.
Yeah.
So then I leave straight away, and I'm driving, don't even know where I'm going. Then finally, mum answers. Then she went to the doctor's, and I go into the doctor's room, and it's just pitch black with like 3 people around her. I'm thinking, I still have no idea what's happened here.
Yeah.
Still got no clue.
Oh.
And then I found out that she hit her head on her own car door.
Yeah, I was in a car accident, Aiden. I was in a car accident today.
Thinking, is this girl dead or what's going on? Like, I've got no details. And then I finally found out. Had a little chuckle. Love you very much.
I love you.
Oh my god. But like, it was
crazy.
sad then, but now we know she's
Laughing
100%
about it.
okay.
Yeah.
Pretty funny now, but
And then we went to hospital right after.
Oh
And,
my gosh.
and when I was trying, like, the doctor goes, "How did you do
Yeah.
this? How do you manage to knock yourself out with the car door?"
Doctor was genuinely like confused. Yeah, no, he kept asking the same question, but
Is this for insurance claims?
yeah, like,
Yeah.
it's like he asked how about 3 times, and he's like, no, but like how?
Yeah.
How?
Were you drinking? You know drink and drive. No drink and drive, right?
I'm like, go to work. I was on the way to go to work.
Yeah.
But
He's like,
it's-
oh, you needed sick leave for work. Yeah, sicky.
And then my work friends were saying, "Oh, you're just wanting another week off.
Yeah.
Got
This
it.
is not the way to do it."
Yeah, it's not really a story. It's easily believable when you do
Yeah.
it. Sorry, boss, can't come in. Why? Knocked myself out coming to work. You
Yes.
know what I mean? Opened the door, was so keen to come to work. I was so keen that I knocked myself out.
And it's like
See you in a
10
week.
you probably called in about 10 minutes before you started as well.
Oh yeah,
Probably something like that. If I was
Yeah.
a manager, I'd be going, come on, get into work, hurry up.
Yeah.
Cut the shit.
No, my God, it was it turned. I got a concussion from it. Like,
Oh my gosh.
I hit just. It must have been a combination with the wind and my force for that to happen. I hit it bloody hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mum took photos of my head, and oh my God, it looked like a balloon.
Oh my
In fact,
gosh.
she was
It
going a
was-
second head.
Yeah, I know, it was pretty bad.
Kayla,
I was
this is my
scared.
friend.
Like that, yeah.
I was scared. My vision, I was freaking out. My
That is
vision
scary.
wouldn't come back. It came back about an hour, but
Wow.
I couldn't see. And then the doctor was putting the torch, and they're like, "Oh yeah, her pupils, they're just not normal. They're just something's wrong." And
Yeah,
then,
the doctor was so concerned.
Yeah.
We went doctors first, and oh my God, she thought... I was trying to keep Kayla calm.
he kept cracking
Yeah, I was
jokes.
cracking
Yeah.
jokes, but then the way the doctor was looking back at me, I'm thinking, oh my God, is she good?
Doctors don't help, in that scenario.
No.
I remember my ex-partner, right? She was in a car accident one day. She called me, I was at work, and I was like, oh, fuck's sake. Problem was, like, she was driving unlicensed in my
Shit.
car.
Shit.
Fucking- Someone hit her bike. It wasn't her fault. She was just she had to do something. So she took the car. I said, it's all good. Took the car anyway. Someone just hit her right out the front, not that far. T-boned her anyway. So she says to the hospital. So I go down to the hospital. She's got her head, I think it might have been bandaged at the time and stuff. And she was full scene, you know, of course. She's in pain, this,
Yeah.
that, upset about the car,
Yeah.
all these things going on. So she's a mess. Anyway, I'm looking at her head saying to her, oh, let me have a look. I'm saying, oh, it's not that bad. You know, you'll be all right. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. So then when the doctors come out and stuff, she's like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. Like, you can't go home. And she's like, no, I just want to go home. And he goes to her, listen, I can see your skull. You're not going home. And I'm just like, Doc, I've been working on this for an hour and a half. You know what I mean? I finally got this down to a calm,
not that bad.
comfortable position. And you go ahead and tell her the truth. You know what I mean? I was saying it's not that bad. The doctor will fix it up. But no, I could see her skull.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I was like, thanks,
brutal.
Thanks,
Wow.
Doc. You know what I mean?
Jeez.
He's obviously had a few of those conversations in the
Yeah.
past. You know
He's
what I mean?
like, cut the shit. Listen,
Cut
it's
the
that
shit.
bad.
You got 6 months.
That's how they make it sound, but
Yeah.
this lady, fucking hell, she stressed me so bad. She's like, it's not good. It's not good.
Oh
She
my
kept
And
saying
she
that.
gave me the
God.
rest of the week off. She goes, you can't go. I was saying, oh, when can I'll go back to work tomorrow. And then she gave me the doctor's certificate for the rest of the week. She goes, you can't go back to work.
No, you can't work. No exercise, no work. You stay still.
Oh my God.
Like, it's not.
Oh my God.
And my mum freaked out more than me. I was just like I was saying to Aiden, oh, this is peanuts. So when I try and like calm myself and the situation down, I try and make things very little. And I was just saying, it's all right, Aiden, it's peanuts. I'm like dozed out.
Yeah.
Blurred.
You're not even looking at Aiden, you're looking at your mum.
That's how it seemed. And I'm trying to be like as calm as possible for her.
Yeah.
But then I've got this doctor telling me like, it's bad. I was looking at Kayla and her eyes are like that. It's peanuts.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Well,
it's peanuts. It's not that bad. I was saying worse things can happen.
yeah, well, trust me, worse things can happen.
Yeah.
Great story though.
Oh, I know.
Smashed her head
Great
on her
story.
own car door.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is funny. Like,
Yeah.
it's something to laugh about now, even though it happened on Tuesday.
It's pretty damn funny.
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Let's just hope that this conversation doesn't get heard by like RMS and all this stuff. We'll all be wearing helmets on
Yeah.
our
Yeah, I know.
Everyone has to like get to their car, put their helmet
Yeah.
on, get in, take the helmet off.
It was just designed. You just found out a new hazard.
Yeah. But I got to be honest, but I've hit my head on my car a lot. I've hit my head
Oh,
on
Like
really?
the top bit.
top
the
bit,
top bit
door,
when you're getting out.
door as well. Like I've hit my temple on the door. Like I've hit my head a lot. I hit my
Yeah.
head all the time.
Yeah.
Thank God you have to wear hard hats on construction
Yeah.
sites.
Oh, good.
Because I'd have dents. I'm telling you, I'd have dents. If I take my hat off for 1 second, if it just falls off, I get back up, donk.
Yeah.
I was like, how does it make sense? Because I wouldn't have hit it with the hard hat. As soon as I
Yeah.
take it off, I'm like a magnet just getting sucked to beams. Oh my gosh. My head's
To
a
be honest,
cone.
our driveway is on a hill, so that could have been a combination as well. The
Yeah,
winds.
yeah, definitely.
I've parked on the driveway many, many times before, and I can honestly say I've never done this before.
You know
On
what,
windy
Aiden?
days
I
too.
think there's probably about 500 million people that have also done it
Yeah.
and never hit their head on the
100%.
driveway.
It's a Kayla thing.
Clumsy.
If
clumsy.
anybody was to do it, it would be you.
Yeah,
So
it's like,
it
of
makes,
course.
It does make
of
sense.
course it was
Yeah.
me.
Well, it has happened to someone, so
Yeah.
I think you're lucky. Yeah, you
Yeah.
get to be that person. Good
Yeah,
work, Kayla. Good work.
Thanks.
All right. Well, yeah, that's taken a pause from work and gym for a little bit and the course, but
I didn't want to.
yeah.
I mean, I was ready. I had my 2 weeks of holiday and fun. I was in the mindset, and I was needed that day.
Yeah.
I had to close the gym as well. So I opened. I had to work 12 to 8 at my full-time job and then come back to Elite
Wow.
and do 8:15 till 10 because Michael was sick. So I
Yeah.
was needed. So I had to get mum to call everyone. He called my boss from the gym as well and said, look, sorry, I saw your number pop up. You texted Kayla and what would you say to her again? I can't remember.
Yeah, she sent a message, and Kayla was still dozed out. She was still not 100%. And I thought, Kayla just kept going. You got to call my manager. You got to. So I gave him a call.
Yeah.
She's like, she answers, hey, Kayla. Oh, it's not Kayla. Kayla's just smashed her head. She said, how? On her car door. And she goes, oh my God. We're in hospital. Sorry about that. She was nice, but. She was
Yeah,
nice.
because he had to call her to let her know that I can't come in to close the
Yeah.
gym and someone has to close it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just a bit
Should have just sent me down there. I would have worked it out.
I know,
I'm
you-
back, man.
I
I'm
offered
back.
too.
Yeah.
I offered as well. I said, just FaceTime me and then I'll try my best.
Back in the day when I was working at reception previously, Doxy used to be my little receptionist. So say when I
Yeah.
was
No way.
going to the toilet downstairs, I'm like, Doxy, can you just mind reception? And he'll pretend to work at reception and say
I'd
hello,
like-
goodbye.
I'd sign people. Oh, don't worry about your card, mate. I'll sign you in. I'd sign them in. I'd say, people would come asking for what's a membership like here? Oh, yeah, I can sort you out with a membership, mate. I'll tell you what, I'll put you through to a professional about it soon who handles sales.
Professional,
And just
look
wait
at
for
you
Kayla
go.
to come back and like, I say, oh, hey, boys, good training session? Yeah. Protein shake? Ah, no, come on, boys. You gotta get the protein straight in there.
Upselling.
I loved it, dude. I was in my element, bro. I loved it.
Oh,
It was actually great. It was actually great.
and I'll be like, how was reception?
Yeah. I just say to people randomly, like, you know what? You got the face for reception, you know what I mean? And they're like, really? I said, yeah, you should think about working here one day. It was fun as.
You would hope they didn't have their tags and stuff so you can do stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd say don't worry about the tags. I want to check the account anyway if you don't mind. I'll sign it in.
Oh yeah, he knew how to use it. I had to teach him, but
Yeah, I would change like everyone's descriptions, like all the boys and stuff. Like, maybe we'd make photos, we'd change photos. Yeah, it's great.
Your one, you changed it to big, small.
Yeah,
For something.
yeah. Oh god, elite. What a good place. Memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. And about the course in general, how's it? Because you were very excited last time we spoke about it.
Yeah.
So what's it been like starting up at this course?
Yeah,
and
I'm
what have you been
halfway.
learning and stuff like?
Just learning about the human body, and this course also teaches you a lot about your nutrition. So this course has actually helped me transform my own body. So
Wow.
I lost about 10 kilos from this course. So I
Wow.
started this course.
Because you both have lost weight. It's so noticeable. And you're both not big anyway. Like, I'm joking when I was telling you, Aiden, but you're
There's
looking
photos
slim.
of him, you were like 100 and something kilos at one stage.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's crazy. Good work to the two of you. But sorry, keep going.
No.
about the course.
This course has taught me a lot about nutrition, how to do correct form in the gym. So it's a diploma of personal training course. So I just want to knock it out of the way, and then I don't know where life will take me. I'm not sure where my focus. I think my focus at the moment is finishing this course and then just figuring it out from there. But deep down, I want to find someone nice, and I want to start settling down. Like, I'm quarter life crisis now, so that's ideally what
Welcome to the club.
Oh my god, it's like 25, and my family all the time ask me, "Oh, have you met someone yet?"
Yeah.
I disappointed my grandfather the other day when he asked. He goes, "Have you met a man yet?" And I said, "No, but I met a woman." Just and he's like a typical Catholic man, a Maltese Catholic man. So to hear
Get
that,
out
it's
of
not.
my house. Yeah, get out.
So I'm just at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just focusing on finishing this course. Hopefully, meet someone nice and start settling down.
Nice.
Yeah, and just working on, like I said, with my full-time job, leveling up and seeing where that can take me as well. This is a really good job.
Good work for working full time and having these side quests going on.
Yeah.
Side quests are what is the most important thing that a lot of people lack in life. You know what I mean? Working full time, that's probably number one. I think.
Yeah.
I think everyone should be spending 40 hours a week doing something.
yeah.
And side quest is that next level bar. You know what I mean? That's how we
Yeah.
progress as people. We've always got to be evolving in some way. It could be a side quest and something that you're not even ever planning on making a career out of, that is not self-beneficial. You could study Egyptology. You could study, I don't know. I would love to do a uni degree in psychology. That's one of my next side quests that I
Wow.
want to do. I don't think I'm going to be a psychologist. I just fucking, why not? You know? Why not? Yeah.
I mean, what's the point of doing the degree if you feel that you're not going to be a psychologist?
Because-
Knowledge is power.
I believe, knowledge is,
true. That's-
knowledge is power. That was a great way to summarize what I was going to say. I also think that it would help out with communication. I think that would help out with my skills in life outside of doing it for a career.
Yeah.
But why not put a stick of approval in the resume? You know what I mean? Like if I want to know everything about psychology, might as well get a big green tick next to it that says certified.
Yeah.
Might as
Good
well.
on you, though. Well
Yeah.
done to you.
You-
If you can get into that, that'd be
Oh,
awesome.
no, well done. Yeah, these are just dreams, all right. well done. Yeah.
Like, still,
Thinking, you're thinking ahead.
yeah, thinking ahead. Yeah, exactly.
It's all, side quests. Always got to be trying to level up in something.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. It's
So
so
good.
important.
Good work. And what about yourself, Aiden? This year, the question was originally like, how's the mindset been? What's been good? What's been bad? How's this year been so far?
I'm loving this year so far. It's been a good start.
Nice.
Like, everybody kept asking me at the end of last year, what do you want to achieve next year? I just kind of wanted to, like, maintain what I did last year. Last year was a good year for me, like, work-wise, like, exercise-wise, relationships-wise. So I'm just focusing on kind of doing the same thing. And I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, nice.
Like, I'm enjoying work. I'm really enjoying work. I'm doing real well at the moment, like, with results and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
He got a
Nice.
massive promotion this year as well, so he became specialist, and that's massive.
Wow.
And you have to work your ass off to get specialists in our job. So, hats to you.
Humble
you know.
man over here.
Thank you.
Humble
Oh,
man.
he's doing, and you know
Yeah.
what? I can happily say that he's one of the best sales agents in our company by far. He doesn't think so,
Hey.
but I'm like, no. I have never met someone so incredible like him. He's so good. He's so talented.
He has got the gift of gab, doesn't he? Yeah, he does.
like
he does,
talking.
he does.
Do you-
I don't even get to see his handsome face either. Imagine if it was all over FaceTime.
He's a ladies'
Close,
man.
close,
this
close,
one.
close, close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I speak to Kiwis.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah.
They love the gas
Yeah.
bag. I love to have a good chat. So
What's up, Docs? What's going on? It's Aiden.
it's mad, bro. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
Do you still tell people about your 2 kids and your wife? Or
I got
not
caught
as
out
much?
on it. I got caught on it. I forgot I said it to a customer and
Yeah.
they brought it up.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
should just know, just go with it. If they ever ask, even if you can't remember
Yeah.
saying it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I was having a bit of a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
I went, oh, what kids? They said, you had 3 kids. I went, oh, those kids. Yeah. So I've cut that out now. I've got some new lies in place instead.
Oh,
You got
God.
caught out.
Bad.
What are some good go-tos? What are some good go-to lies? Like,
Well, a big one is like smoking because
Yeah.
we got to ask a question: have you had a cigarette in the last 12 months?
yeah.
Like, you need to be relatable. So
Yeah.
if they smoke cigarettes, I smoke cigarettes. If they smoke vapes and quit cigarettes, I've done the exact same thing. If you've quit, I'm trying to quit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
things like that.
Nice.
It's all bullshit.
Relatable.
It's all bullshit. And I hope none of my customers hear me. 'Cause sorry. But yeah, you got to be relatable.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a lot of these customers I speak to are like older people. They've got families and stuff. Like, I'm
Yeah.
23-year-old kid still living at home with mommy and daddy. Like, like, I don't have too much to relate with the older people with. That's why you got to just bullshit your way through it. And you
Yeah.
can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
If they don't know me, I don't know you. I can
Yeah.
say whatever I want. If you've gone to Japan, I've gone to Japan. Oh, it's beautiful there. You going to Tokyo? I spent like 3 weeks. Like things like that. You gotta just relate to them
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Doxy, the
awesome.
one thing is I was going to say, don't ever trust a salesperson. Please. They're always liars.
Yeah.
The good thing about us, if let's say when we got our properties there, you can tell
Yeah.
through the bullshit of the salespeople.
Yeah, yeah,
so that's
yeah.
the good thing about being in sales. You're good at reading other salespeople and you know when they're lying to
Yeah,
you because
unless-
we do it.
Unless it's a very beautiful woman.
yeah.
Bro,
yeah,
I
yeah.
still fall for it every single time.
Yeah.
I got an award thing from work and had like a dinner with the big bosses. So I had to like dress up nice.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to spend anything too big. I'm trying to save at the moment.
Yeah.
So like $20 like for a nice like button up shirt, whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There was this woman, fucking supermodel, bro. Oh my god! Like I've never
Talk
seen
to me,
any.
Ed.
Oh, never seen anybody more beautiful in my life. And I was like, she asked me like, "What are you buying for? Like, why are you buying nice shirts and stuff?" Told her the reason, and she said, "No, that won't be good enough for you." I was like, she's like, "Follow me." I was like, "Okay, okay,
Yes,
no worries, yes, ma'am." She gets this shirt. And it's a really nice shirt, to be fair.
Yeah.
And I went and tried it on. Didn't look at the price tag or anything because, like, at this point, all right, it's go time.
You
like,
tell
I'm trying,
me, yeah.
And trust, I don't want to look like a poor guy either. I'm just
Yeah.
talking to a supermodel. Anyway, she's like, I come back out and she's like, here. She fixes a few things up for me. Like, got a bit red. And anyway, she's like, that looks perfect. And she said, I think you should get the matching pants for it as well. I was like, okay. all right.
Nice,
I'm just
nice.
an okay. I'm a yes person at this point. She racks it up, $240.
Hey,
Sake. Walk
You
out,
did not tell
did
Mum,
it
did you?
again. She'll hear it now.
Oh, God.
Sake.
You didn't tell me this
Oh,
story.
but
Yeah.
you should have saw her. Oh my god. Full supermodel.
When I worked as a first year apprentice, I had a boss who was an ex-salesman. So he spent his whole life in sales, and him and another guy who was a refrigeration mechanic, they got together and started a business. One would know that all the skills trade-wise, one had all the skills people-wise. So they, on paper, it should have been a great decision, but didn't work out between the two of them. God bless. But the salesman, he'd take me around to places all the time. He's like, oh, I'm going to go check in here. I'm going to go check in there. And then he goes to me, we're about to walk in this door, and he goes, what do you think is the most important thing for any sales business to have? And I was like, I don't know, actually. I don't know. I was like 15 at the time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea what customer sales is. Like, help me out here a bit. And he goes, walk in. We walk in, dime piece at the front desk, dime piece. And then I'm just thinking, I'm happy to shop here. Whatever it is. Yeah, this is my favorite store, So yeah, you're definitely right when you say that. It's hard to say no to a pretty face.
Like,
Yeah.
but with
guys
guys
or
and
girls,
stuff,
Mark. Guys or
Yeah.
girls.
with me, guys, I'm sweet. Like, if you're trying to sell something to me, and when I say no, we got to like objection handle. Like,
Yeah.
you got to try and overcome it. And when guys do, I'm like, fuck, piss off. Got a pretty girl in front of me, man. You, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Because we know he's not gay.
Yeah.
I spent $80 on a water bottle, which was worth about $5. Broke within a few days.
What?
Another pretty
You
girl.
buy $80 Where do you find an $80 water
Rebel
bottle?
Sport.
Where Versace?
Oh,
Rebel Sport.
God.
No, it was a bullshit water bottle. It just had some motivation things on the side of nearly there and all this bullshit.
$80.
I know that bottle.
Yeah,
it's
you know
actually
that
a popular
one?
bottle. Yeah.
It's a good bottle and all, but I wouldn't spend $80 on a water bottle for God's sake.
It's like
And
just keep drinking, halfway done. all
Yeah,
that
exactly.
shit.
Yeah, that's the one.
yeah.
And then it's to the point where they scan it, and then you're too far in at that point. You can't go, ooh.
I wouldn't give a fuck. $80. What does it come with? A soccer ball and a basketball?
I just
Yeah.
tap the card and go, knife in the heart.
And then you just dial in the next day, don't you? Go straight back to these sales. I got kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah. Well, you two work at the same company, which is awesome. Do you guys
Yeah.
see each other at work? That's
Yeah,
one thing I
heaps.
wanted to know. Heaps.
Heaps.
Yeah, nice.
We're on the
Is-
same floor.
Same floor.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many people are on this floor?
About 200.
Oh my
I reckon.
gosh,
Yeah, there's
250.
heaps.
You
Yeah,
could
yeah.
have said 25 or
No.
so. That's a lot.
No,
It's pretty
no.
big, but we're not in the same department. I made sure on that because there was an opportunity for me to go in Kayla's department, but I don't. It's very competitive, my job.
Yeah.
It's all about being on top, like selling more than the other person.
Yeah.
I don't want Kayla and I competing.
Yeah.
It's not.
You don't want to
No.
have to. You don't. You both don't want to think to yourselves, "I'd hate to rub it in their face."
Yeah,
exactly.
You both think like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to either. I'm glad that you moved.
No, me too.
Smart decision. Smart
Yeah.
decision.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Well, it's cool you get to see each other at work.
Yeah.
Right? That's
it's
heaps cool.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're a really close brother and sister.
Oh,
Wouldn't you
trust
think?
me. That's my next conversation point that I jotted down, I think, because like when it comes to family, the Zibbos have painted a picture for what the word should represent. You know what I mean? It's no
That means a
question
lot.
about that.
That means
That
a
is
lot.
cute.
Yeah, but
Thank
just
you.
working together is awesome. I work with my brother. We don't get to see each other often at all,
really?
which is annoying, but good for him and for me. I'd be way too protective, I think, on site. I think it's good for him to have to deal with what you should have to deal with as an apprentice. You know, if oh man, I just struggle to be able to put up with someone yelling at me, brother. I just
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to do it. But it's good for him, so good. But my mum and my sister work in the same company. They see
Oh,
each other every day as well. Like
Yeah.
it's awesome working with family, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's really
it is.
awesome. I don't know about a lot of people say never work with family, but I think their family must just suck.
Yeah, I agree with it in some sense and don't, because like if things go wrong, you risk relationships, which I'm very scared of. But
Yeah.
with me and Kayla not being in the same department, it could never happen.
Yeah.
So that's why it's
We've
good
been
for
very-
us.
Yeah, I suppose
definitely.
things can go wrong.
I get scared of
you know?
that. We've seen it in our family before, and that's
Okay.
why I say like I'm a bit 50-50 with it as well, like being very, very close. But it all depends on the relationship. If you're not 100% close,
Yeah.
if you're so close with a person and that means you can work together easy. It's like
Yeah.
working with your best mate.
Yeah, yeah. I think if it was going into business, for example, we're starting with a family member, like you just have to have ground rules first. You know, if there is a
That's it.
tiebreaker,
Yeah.
one of them has to have the higher decision.
it.
If there, but
Exactly.
it could be in relation to different things. If it comes to design, all right, this person gets to call the shots. If it comes to financial spendings, this person calls the shots. So
Yeah,
you just have to come to an agreement.
that's it.
you know?
That's it.
Find a way.
Maybe a lot of people don't have that ability. Maybe people have the ability to be able to stand down and say yes, I trust you.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that's the biggest problem.
And I feel like that's the good thing. Like, if you can work with family, you got to be able to 100%, I can't talk, 100% trust them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Now, I did mention as well, family. When it comes to the Xiberrases, all right, I like saying Zibbos. all right, like,
Zibbos, yeah.
hands down, these are one of my favourite families in general. I have to be honest with
Thanks,
you.
bro.
And it goes without saying that massive shout out to Jake as well. Jake will forever be one of my closest mates. There's nothing in this world that will stop it. There's not just time, I think, plays a massive role in friendship, but Jake, sorry, because these are all Zibbo. Jake is ride or die for his friends. He is one of the best people. So you're fortunate to have an older brother like
Yeah.
him. Trust me. If you ever need anything in the
100%.
future, trust me, your older brother will be there.
Yeah.
Like there's no question about that.
100%.
But the relationship that the two of you have as brother and sister is, it's to be honest, it's something that as hopefully a father one day of many children, it's something that I hope my children have a relationship with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's beautiful. I don't have it with my brother and sister, the friendship you guys have. These are friends.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? My brother and sister, they're my friends, trust me. But you're the best friends.
We are best
We
friends.
tell each other
Yeah,
everything.
That's so sick.
The fact what he did on Tuesday as well, it broke my heart that he left early, freaked out as well.
yeah.
Good kid.
That doesn't surprise
He's-
me at all with Aiden too.
So-
Formula One driver. Far out. Never
Yeah.
driven so quick.
Nah, it's awesome. It makes, to be honest, it's so awesome that it makes people jealous and it makes other people just having a family orientation want to change their own lifestyle. So, I'm curious for the two of you, like, where does it come from? Why do you have such a close friendship?
I think we relate to so many of the same things.
Very true.
We've got a very similar personalities where we're outgoing people.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. We're just so damn close. We are. Like, I consider her as my
Genuinely.
best friend.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, over a sister.
I
That's
love
amazing.
him. It's just how he is.
Every time I talk to Kayla, she's like, Aiden.
I know.
She looks at her older brother Jake like, yeah, he's cool, but it's like, Aiden.
Oh, sometimes
Yeah.
I embarrass him at work and give him. I'm like, give me a hug, Aiden. I think it's just the reason why we're so close is because of the type of person that he is. Like, you know,
too.
honestly, I'm not just trying to make you feel good. Genuinely, what people see is what they're gonna get. He's just a good boy.
He is.
Yeah.
Cheeky
Good
A
boy.
too. He's cheeky A. Yeah,
He
he's
is a
always
cheeky boy.
Man,
I mean, don't get me wrong. We've had our tiffs
Oh, yeah.
when we were kids, but we get over it. That's
Yeah.
it. We don't hold on to grudges and we get over it.
That is a good thing about us. We'll have a fight, and then within 10, 15 minutes, we're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we fight over again. What the fuck?
yeah.
I'm always the first that comes up and apologizes as well. Like,
That's
he
something
can
I'm
be
still
stubborn.
working on. I suck at apologies, even though when I know I'm so in the wrong and I'm so far in that hole, apologizing is just one of my hardest things. It's such a bad thing, though. I hate that about me. But
Yeah.
the word sorry, I just can't say it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Such a
you
bad
know what
habit.
helps too? Aiden has this personality that you can't stay mad at. Like, you can't. One of my favorite memories is it might have been Cooper's. Oh, was it Cooper's 21st? I think it was. I might be blurring two memories together, but everyone was sitting around the table and Aiden's picking on someone. He's always picking on, giving one person at a time. I think it was Jackson.
Jackson
Give
is
it
the
to
biggest
Jackson.
guy you'll see.
Just giving it to Jackson, you know? And then Jackson eventually loses. He's like, Aiden, I'm not playing anymore. I'm seriously going to knock you out. Like, if you don't stop it, Aiden's like, whoa. Like, I thought we were playing. And he's like, and then you see Jackson be like, oh my God, why did I lose it? And he's like, I'm sorry, dude. He's like, dude, I'm just playing, dude. I hope you're sorry if I upset you, but seriously, genuine, right? And then Jackson's like, you're right, dude. I apologize. He's like, all right, cool. And then he just turns to the person next to him. You know, I'd bash that Jackson guy. And Jackson's like, oh, he tricked me. And you can't say much.
Oh, I love that.
It's jokes. It's always jokes. So well done. So I'm curious,
Jocko.
does your family have this friendship with each other outside, like the extended, the grandparents, aunties, uncles? Like, are people friends?
Yeah, 100%. We're a pretty close-knit family. Like, we
Yeah.
see each other quite a lot.
Yeah.
Everybody's
we do.
close with each other.
Yeah.
Our family alone, but I see my mum, best friend in the world. Dad, love my dad to
Yeah.
death. Jake,
Very
we're all
true.
just so close for some reason.
Yeah.
It's a
I
close-knit
think
family.
We've been brought up very
Yeah,
well.
it's
Yeah.
family orientated. It's kind of in our blood. Like, even in Malta, you see them they're all family. It's kind of just built into
important.
us.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
Like, we have dinner together as a family every single night. Things
Wow.
like that.
Yeah.
It
see?
breaks my heart for people that, let's say, don't have a close relationship with their mum or dad or their siblings. Like, really, because I can't relate to that. Like, man, we get treated so well. Our dad and mum love us to death. So that's probably why it's been carried along. And Aiden and I were just, and I love working with him because we've got something to talk about. We do talk about
gossip.
Yeah,
Work.
exactly. The gossip is the
Yeah,
best.
how good
Yeah.
Because the good thing is she can hear everything about my department. I can hear everything
Yeah.
about hers. You get all the insights
but
and
it's kept
stuff.
confidential.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we don't go and then repeat
Yeah,
it. So
that's
we,
it.
we trust each other so much.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome. It's awesome. family orientation is something that I know that a lot of white households don't have as much as, especially Wog households.
Yeah,
if I'm going to paint a
coming
picture
from
for
an
the number
ethnic,
one.
you know,
My
our
God.
dad's very Woggy ethnic.
Yeah. Like, any
Understatement.
Wog culture has got family like imprinted on their forehead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's also because they're so big. Maybe it comes from a time when like people had to be so close because maybe like villages were smaller in certain parts of the world. But for some reason, like the wider you go, the least close relationships you have with your families.
Yeah, that's
It's
fair.
very strange.
Well, we're from Malta, and Malta's like a little dot on the map.
Yeah.
It's so small. Everybody knows everybody. So that's why
Very
like
true, yeah.
it's so imprinted there that family is everything. Everybody's family.
Yeah.
And it's everybody come down here kind of just continued that trend quite a lot.
I'm gonna have to fix this
Just
camera
had a
real
beep.
quick.
That's okay.
They're just hit and miss with these things, I'm telling you. Sorry, are we just continuing?
No, it's still not. It's all right. That's,
Sorry, just freshen up a little bit.
all right,
you.
we need a live review of the Prime.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on. Invite us into the world of Aiden's taste buds today. Oh, hang on. We've got to pull the mic in too.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do that.
Retake,
Let's
retake,
do
okay.
that again.
Yeah, go. Invite us in.
Medicine.
Medicine.
Straight medicine.
Can I
They've got
try
this.
it?
They've got a mango one.
Yeah.
Cracker. Best one you'll ever taste in. Like best energy drink I've ever tasted. But they just hit and miss with them.
This one tastes like that lolly medicine.
Straight medicine.
Sorry, I've got lipstick on.
Does
it.
it
I hope
remind you
don't
of being a
mind.
kid and like getting sick and you're like, oh
Yeah,
no.
cough syrup.
Yeah,
Cough
yeah.
syrup. That's exactly what it
it,
is.
the
It's
lolly
so
bit.
disappointing because I was so excited for Prime to come out. Like I waited months and months and months. We spoke about it on.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I was so excited, and then when it finally came out, I was spending like $22 a bottle and all that shit. Disappointed in myself still for that.
Yeah.
But then it came out, and I'm like super hyped. Have a sip, and I'm trying to be like happy about it.
Yeah.
It just tastes like pure shit, but
The blueberry one's nice. I really
Yeah,
like
blue ras.
Yeah, the blue raspberry.
was-
That's the one.
the mango one of these ones, amazing.
The blue ras is the only one I've ever tasted and thought this is nice, but it was only good at room cold temp for a little window. You know what I mean? Like the first bottle I had, I thought this is nectar, this is gold. Like, but I don't know. By the time I got to my third bottle, I was like, I don't even know if I like this.
No.
shit anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's just getting weird. But yeah, didn't like any of the other flavors. Haven't tried any of the energy drink ones. So yeah, I trust your judgment. Medicine.
Medicine.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna
Yeah.
drink it because you don't waste a good. Like, it's still Prime. Like I still feel good holding this. Like it's Prime.
Yeah.
Still feel proud. It's just utter shit.
Yeah, good stuff. There's more and more drinks coming out at the moment. Actually, some guy just released a guy from locally. I think he was from around Penrith area. He made this
Yeah.
one called G'd something, G'd drinks or something. It's
Right.
like a competitor for Cruiser.
Oh yeah.
And it's going to be like this. I believe this beverage has the possibility to grow pretty good.
Swear.
Speaking of beverages, I went to the Drink West factory.
What?
Tied to a Vicestown. Yeah, I went
No
there.
way.
Like, it's just that over at Penrith.
Really?
I was just grabbing a feed. I was just grabbing went with your brother and Luke.
Yeah.
Last weekend, and we were next to the Drink West factory. I was like, oh, we'll go have a look in here.
Yeah.
And it was dead. There was not a single person in there. But like,
You had a small little bit hoping to see Ty two of us.
Yeah,
So just
I'm like,
of course you have a small
we
tiny
might see
hope.
Cleary or something. You know? Yeah. That's the reason I went in there. Yeah. And no luck. But yeah, I to be honest, sparkling water, black coffee, or I might have like a Coke Zero once a month. You know?
Really?
Yeah,
That's
about
like a
it.
big thing for you now.
Yeah.
Are you
Coke
still on your
Zero.
sober run? Still not drinking?
Still on sober
Good on
runs,
you.
yeah. I don't plan on any time soon either.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Must feel so much
About-
better.
18 months, I think.
Wow.
that's
What
Yeah.
son?
Yeah, but I seen this thing the other day saying like it was by Tony Robinson, and is it Robinson or Robbins?
Robbins. Tony Robbins.
Yeah, Tony Robbins, and he was saying like a lot of people, maybe it wasn't even him. I could just be mixing up two different quotes in my head right now. He was saying something along the lines of like people say like, oh, I've been this amount of days since doing this thing. It could be fast food, it could be drinking, it could be drug smoking, it could be anything.
Yeah.
I've been this many days exercising or this many days consistent with my job, but why do you attach a number to it? Are you just trying to find something that you can use so when you do eventually break, you have something to refer back to? So I'm going to stop counting from now on. I'm never going to mention how long it's
Really?
been unless someone asks from now on because I don't plan on being in a position where I can say like, oh, once I went 2 years, once I
okay.
went
Yeah.
18 months. Like,
Good
if I don't have that number, then it's just lifestyle. It's not
True.
momentary, you know. So I'm going to try that from now on.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, good way to look at it for sure.
Yeah.
I heard that as well. That was on the Tony Robbins
It was
podcast.
on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
I
you
went
go.
7 weeks without drinking.
Yeah.
And I was super proud of myself for that.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
like the
7
longest
weeks
I've
is
gone.
long, dude.
It,
Yeah.
it was the longest I've gone like since I turned 18.
Yeah.
But I was
Probably
counting.
16.
No, probably, yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
No, when I was turned 18 is
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
became a bit of a heavy drinker.
Yeah.
On the weekends, not
Yeah.
full alcohol.
Everything before that, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. That's legal reasons once again.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
7 weeks is a good stint, bro. Trust me, 7 weeks. Was it something that you were
happy with that.
trying to do, or you just
Yeah.
happened to do it?
No, I was trying to do it.
Yeah,
Because I
nice.
realized when I drink the weekends out for training, I started like going a lot harder, and there's sometimes during the week where I have to do late shifts. I don't train on my late shifts because then I got to wake up like 6 a.m. the next day. It's too hard. And then I need the weekends to get everything done. But if I'm getting blind drunk, I'm too hungover the Sunday, usually I'm out early Saturday drinking till night. So it was stuffing all that up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I thought, let's just give it a bit of a break.
Yeah, yeah.
And I never felt better, I
Yeah.
started doing better at work, started
Yeah.
feeling healthier.
And I bet the first time you drank too, it did not take long before you felt good. Yeah.
I didn't realize how much I missed it, but I love drinking
Yeah.
too much. I love drinking.
That's fine, dude.
I
It's
don't know what it
it's
is.
fine. Trust me, I love. There's
Yeah.
I'm too harsh on myself to get things done that if I don't do it, like it's not worth the risk of
Yeah.
fucking drinking. Plus I think to myself, if I'm gonna have one, why not just get blind?
Yeah, that's the thing. I can't just drink one.
Yeah, what's the
I will
point?
never have one during the week just to
Yeah.
have a drink. I will never ever have a drink just to have a drink.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I'm drinking, I'm drinking.
Well, I was editing when I started the pod. Like I started the pod, it was a bit of a drinking vibe. Everyone was
yeah.
kind of having beers in the beginning. So was I. And then I started blending whiskeys together, and I'd add a little bit of honey liquor or scotch or something. And I'd try different flavors. I got one that I really liked. I was happy with it. So I get this thing. I'd have like probably an average, so many, probably at least say 6 to 8 shots of it in this big glass.
Yeah.
And then instead of mixing it with Coke, I started mixing it with I'd start mixing different mixes together. I'd try Bundaberg and rum and maybe a Woodstock, or I'd try
Yeah.
a Jim Beam
Oh
and a Jack
God.
Daniels. I just try all these different things and like X amount of this and that. Found this one that I loved. I think it was mostly this Bundaberg honey spiced rum, and then I think it might have been like a little bit of Jack Daniels and then a little bit of this coffee liquor. I found this flavor, and then I'd drink it on the pod, and then I'd edit for the next couple of days, and I'd be like, oh, it's been a long day. I'll have one of these drinks. And I drink one of these drinks, and I'm like, fuck, I feel pretty good. I just edit away for a couple of hours, get through my drink. One more, one more.
Why not?
I remember one time it wasn't until the next day I woke up. I felt a bit rough on the way to work, and I got to work. I'm thinking like, we're talking about drinking, and then I'm thinking like, I had 3 of these things last night, and then I'm thinking 3 of these things, they're like 6 shots each, and 2 mixes per drink, and I
It's
was
not
like,
3
I
drinks.
got pissed last night. I got pissed, and it was a Wednesday. You know what I mean? And then Thursday would come, and I'm like, oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Nothing better than the neck hair standing up while I'm editing on my computer. And then I just got to a point where I was like, I cannot go down this road. This is
Yeah.
a dangerous road to go
It's
down.
where it all starts.
Yeah.
Where it all starts. That's why I refuse to drink during the week. Like
Yeah.
all the boys used to go Thursdays. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure
yeah.
you were there
Yeah.
too. And
Oh,
I've
yeah,
heard
I
all the
was there-
stories. Don't
I
worry,
was
I
there
heard
for
all the
Thursday,
stories.
Tuesdays,
Yes.
too.
Oh my god.
I would never do that. Like
Yeah.
Friday nights or Saturdays only.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with drinking, trust. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just there's no difference in drinking or not drinking. That's the way I see it. There's no difference. Like you can choose to do either or, and to be honest, it makes no difference.
Yeah. I'm just suffering. The hangovers are so much worse now.
Yeah.
I can't handle. Bro,
Age.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I would barely feel it.
Yeah.
Have a bit of a headache. Have a Panadol. Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it Wednesday morning. From Saturday night to Wednesday morning, I'm still feeling it.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Like, it's just so bad. But it's just because what I drink, I get straight bottles of JDs. And because I've drunk that for so many years, it goes down like water now.
Yeah.
It's just so, like, normal
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me. Where I'll go through the bottle easily
Yeah.
in a night. And then it's the next day and the day after and the day after that.
Yeah.
I'm just in hell.
I wonder if there's much sugar in Jack Daniels.
Yeah,
There
heaps.
is. Can you get sugarless?
I don't know if JD itself, because I know sugar makes it a lot worse. I drink with Coke, no sugar.
Yeah.
But The JD itself is one of the worst drinks you can drink.
Yeah, but I wonder if they make a sugarless version.
I don't know.
They might.
This one is no sugar. I made sure in that one, but
Yeah.
still, it's still gonna. I still feel like shit tomorrow.
You still feel it on Wednesday.
Yeah, I still feel it on Wednesday. But I got cans today. I'm trying to be better prepared for it now.
Yeah.
If I don't drink as much, surely it's not going to be as bad.
Yeah,
Am I going to
yeah.
expect a phone call tonight from you? I always get these calls. Can you come and pick me up? Of course. Even if it's 2:00 in the morning,
Yeah.
I'll still come and get him.
You always come twice, Kayla, because you come, you drop everyone off, you say hello, you hang
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
you go, you always come back, pick
Of
everyone back up.
course.
That's why we're a good team. She doesn't drink. It's great for me. So good.
I just,
Yeah.
I don't need it. I don't need it to have a good time.
Yeah. If
I'm
you-
only doing harm to my body, so.
yeah.
I still have fun without drinking, but
You do,
I still
yeah.
do. Like, I've been out a few times where I haven't drank and I still have a good time.
yeah.
But I just like it more when I'm drinking
Try-
with the
yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
It's just a thing. Like,
Yeah.
when you see everybody else drinking, you want to
Participate, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no question about it. You have more fun when you drink. There's no question. Like, I have a great time anyway, but like I nowadays want to go home way earlier than I used to while I'm not drinking. Like, you get over it. You get bored. You just like, you're kind of a bit more exhausted
Yeah.
real quick. Like, you're like, I'm not staying out till 1:00 in the morning. What the fuck is this? You know, 1:00.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could be in bed watching like 9 seasons of a TV show by then.
That's it. 10 o'clock's my bedtime.
Yeah. Well, back to family. You know what? While we were setting up the cameras and stuff, getting ready, you said, do you want to talk about childhood? So I'm curious, like, is there anything that you had in mind when you said that?
Yeah, I think we had a great childhood growing up as well.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on our childhood?
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a great childhood.
If you were to think of childhood right now, I'm going to give you turns to do this. I'm going to ask for 2 memories each. First, I'll go Kayla. If you were to think of one memory from childhood, what's the first thing that you think of?
This is a funny one.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
The
I think I am,
window.
B2.
No way! Oh my god, I swear to God. I promise on Mum Dad's life.
Oh my god.
Tell it. That's crazy.
What is it?
Aiden and I got in, we had one of our tiffs.
Yeah.
And I was I was very angry. I can't remember what we were fighting about. But Jake starts egging us on. Go, Kayla, bash him, go. So I grab Aiden. I got so angry. I grab Aiden from the shirt and pull him, and then I push him against a window.
Oh.
He
I'm
fell
like
through
6
the
at this
window.
point, by the way. Just
So it was a funny memory. So it's not something, it wasn't like a good memory, but the fact that I threw you in the window, that was gold.
we haven't spoken about that in years.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
can't
you
believe
both
that's. I promise you, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, me
Wow.
too.
I have not spoken about that in years.
That's crazy.
It's just so funny to
Yeah.
think about it. Because I remember Mum and Dad seeing after, because they were both home and they just hear the window smash.
Yeah.
I'm in the freaking backyard. Oh my heart. I've gone fucking all the way through.
Oh, that's gold.
That was something. I think another good memory is when we went to Malta as a family back in 2015.
Aiden's like, fuck, you took my answer again.
No way.
That would be crazy. Far out.
Yeah, good minds think alike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
no,
would've
we've
been
always been. We've become a lot closer as adults, but even as kids, oh my god, I've got a good memory. We were the type of people as kids. We used to make friends with other kids as well.
Yeah.
But we never used to tell them our actual names. We
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
refer each other as Charlie and David.
Don't
So
even
he
know
was-
why. I don't know why.
We got caught with one of our lies before
Yeah.
with Charlie and David.
Yeah.
I think we were at Yamina Beach at the time. And so we told these 2 kids that we genuinely liked them as friends,
Yeah,
but
we
we had
made
to
friends.
keep going.
Yeah.
And then they went up to their dad and said, hey, Mum and Dad, Dad, this is Charlie and David. And we're awkward like, hi. So anyways, our dad starts calling Kayla and Aiden while we were in front of these 2 kids as well. And we're just ignoring our dad. We're like, who's Kayla and Aiden? Dad starts getting angry, like in Maltese, starts swearing in Maltese, and he starts doing this. I remember this clear as day. We're just ignoring our dad, and they're like, these 2 kids are like, whose dad is that? He's He's like crazy.
Why are they looking at us?
He's like, he's not speaking another. He's speaking another language, looking at us, calling Kayla and Aiden, and we confess, our names are Kayla and Aiden. And after that, they didn't want to speak to us. So
I think we just take the piss out of these kids. It wasn't even like we were doing them any harm. Like, it was just inside joke for us.
Troublemakers. Charlie and David. Every kid, every time we'd go on holidays, would never tell them Kayla and Aiden. Charlie and
It's freaking weird. When I'm thinking about it now, like, why? Why the hell?
Undercover.
Right. It was like to take the piss out of these kids, but they didn't even know that we were taking the piss out of them.
Yeah. You had to find information, not give information. Undercover. Love that. Good story. What about yourself, Aiden? What do you think of when you think back of childhood?
Far out. The window one was my first thought. I'm shocked that we thought of the exact same thing.
It was funny. It was really funny. The fact that your bigger sister put you
that's not
through
going
the
into too
window.
much detail. When I was hearing it back, thinking, what a pussy. What else? We had our grandparents come over from Malta for a few weeks and lived with us. It was a really good memory. They're not with us anymore, so it's like
Rest in peace.
really nice memory to think about.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun there. I don't know. My favourite thing as a child was meeting up with the cousins. I just looked forward to it so much because we're all similar age and we used to play all these games, like all the kids' game. Like we had a kitchen, like at Nen's place down the bottom and like super slides. Like we'll make these slides out of cardboard boxes and stuff. Childhood, that was the thing for me. Cousins, like we're all such similar ages, so we were the bestest of friends growing up.
Yeah.
So that was like one of the best parts of my childhood, I have to say.
That's awesome. All 5 stories that he's mentioned, all have to do with family. Remember I mentioned childhood, all 5 stories.
Yeah,
are family,
damn.
That's insane. Like, when I think back of my memories, like I don't necessarily think of fun memories I spent with my brothers. I got one actually. Fun with my sister and me today, but I remember we were playing around as kids actually, and I was throwing this. Me and my sister were taking turns of throwing this toy across the lounge room. And Dad was home, Mum wasn't, but Dad was in his garage building shit. So we were like running amok, There's no Dad in here. We're just chucking this toy back and forth. Anyway, I chuck it way too hard, put a hole in the wall.
Oh shit!
We look at each other like, shit. What are we gonna do? Dad comes in, he sees us being real quiet. What's going on? Why is he being so quiet? And he sees the hole. Who did this? And we go, it was Kyle. We blamed it on our little brother. My brother didn't never got in any trouble, but he put it in his room, yelled at him and stuff, and Kyle's in there crying. Like, he has no idea what's happened. Me and my sister feel guilty to this day. To this day, we laugh about it. Like, oh my God.
Have you ever admitted it?
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
is that
we
all
admit it all the time.
Oh my
We admit
God.
it all the time, but yeah, that was so funny. I still feel guilty. It was just, we knew we should not have lied. I'm like, I should have copped this. Yeah, it was funny. The only, to be honest, I don't, it's just not really probably a white thing traditionally to think of the childhood memories, but we never had cousins and like grandparents live interstate and things like that. So it's so much more different, I think, but I would find friends and I would treat them like cousins, my whole life.
Yeah.
I've got like probably 5 mates that are cousins.
Yeah.
Who's this? Oh, he's my cousin. I mean? This
Love
because
that.
that's the closest we got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I've got a question for you as well. Doxy, how did your dad punish you as a child?
let me just start by saying that I love my dad. All right? I love my mum. I love my
Little
dad.
disclaimer.
And I think they did an amazing job because I am proud of the person I am today, and that only comes from the way I was raised. All right,
Yeah.
I think that I have good manners, responsibility, and respect. Mum and Dad are to thank for that. When I was naughty though, let me tell you what, to be honest, I didn't learn. It didn't matter how many times I got the spoon, the boot, it didn't matter the backhand. It didn't matter what. Like, I think we have learned a lot as a society today not to hit kids, and I can't imagine myself doing it, but I think it was normal as for parents to do it back then.
Yeah.
Because that's how they got it
Yeah,
too.
I think
They
Now
got
it's
worse than
considered
us.
as child abuse,
Yeah.
but it's only discipline. Like,
Yeah.
look how we turned out.
Yeah, but you know what I realize now thinking back, it didn't fix anything. I was still the irresponsible, juvenile delinquent of the youth. Like it didn't change nothing. Like I was still getting in trouble every day when I went to school, still getting home and doing the wrong thing, still sneaking out with my friends, still breaking things. Like it didn't help. So when I got in trouble, I got punished with what normal discipline was when we were growing up. Got the backhand.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Oh, we got all sorts of things. We got the thong. Dad used to grab his slipper and throw
Nothing
it up.
bad,
Nothing
like,
bad.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
spatula.
Spatula. I remember them a
Sometimes
couple
he'd
of
get
times.
his belt ready just to scare
Did you ever
us.
get the snap? Bang.
Oh, yeah.
I got the-
the
I got
tea towel.
The tease.
Oh,
days.
my God.
I got the tease. It's like, you ready? And just bang out. No! Last chance.
But then it got to a point when we started getting a bit older, when technology started coming out, where the worst punishment you could get, I'd rather get bashed.
Yeah, bro.
Don't take my iPad.
Nah, bro.
It was the iPad, and Mum knew how to get me to take that fucking iPad away because I was obsessed with Minecraft.
Yeah.
All I wanted to do was play
Good,
Minecraft.
Yeah, good. Me too.
And she took the iPad off me, and oh my God, I'd rather get any other punishment
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah.
Don't take my iPad.
Dude, to be honest, that's the only punishment I ever got. It was like, I never got grounded. I got grounded once. I was like, maybe when I was in primary school, I got grounded, but Fossey was still coming over, and I was going over Fossey's house. 'Cause
Yeah.
didn't make a difference. Got grounded once I think I was in like year 8 or something. Mum's like, you're not seeing anyone for a month.
What'd you do?
My
If it
girlfriend
was the
came over
one
every
time,
day for 30 days. It didn't make a difference.
if
Like,
it was the one time you were grounded, what'd you do?
I got expelled when I went
Oh,
to
shit.
school in year 8
Oh,
for the second time. I think I got in year 8 and year 9.
oh
Both
my
times they
God,
let me
Dox.
back into the school. We pleaded to get back in. They let us back in both times. but
way.
I think it was the first time. The first time was, I don't remember if it was the first or second. I think it was the second time maybe. Me and my mate Jordan, we found this knife in the bush. And to be honest, I think it was mine. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm thinking back long enough. I didn't know it for years, but I think it was when I cut up an apple one day. But put this knife in the bush, and anyway, we found this knife, and he was like, "Oh, chuck it here." I was like, "No." He's like, "No, just chuck it." I was like, "All right." Chucked it. He caught it. I said, "Oh, lucky, good catch." He's like, "Yeah, I mean to catch it." So he chucked it at me. I caught it, and go stand back a bit. Chuck it, catch it.
Fun game.
Chuck it, catch it. We were on the other side of the school oval,
Fuck.
lobbing this knife. Right? One side of the field to the other, and there's kids, bare kids, bro. We were so dumb. Like, we shared a school from prep to year 12, and we're lobbing this knife, like, and to the point where, like, yeah, and we'd have to jump out of the way, and it would just stab into the ground, and you have to dig it out of the ground.
Oh shit.
And like the principal's daughter, I think, came up, and she was in year 12 or something, and she'd lost it, went and grabbed all the teachers, and made a big scene. And
Wow.
yeah, we ended up getting back into the school because there was no teacher on duty that day, so they kind of like voided it.
Because you can't even say that's kids just being kids.
Nah, that was
That's
just stupid. Stupid.
playing a good game
Yeah,
of catch.
So I think that
Find a
Dangerous
ball.
bloody game.
Find a ball to throw around.
we did not even consider hitting someone, getting in trouble, hitting each other. Like, it was so dumb. I was dumb as a kid like that too. Because I remember one time me and my mate, we went to a rock wall, and we'd have rock walls all the time when I was a kid. We were lobbing these stones at each other. Anyway, I remember I got my mate a couple of times, and he just starts running away, and I pick up this belter of a rock too. This thing was like a piece of concrete that had pebbles hanging out of it.
Oh my God.
And I'm just thinking, I'm not going to hit him anyway. I might as well throw it. If it lands near him, he'll be like, oh my God. And then we might pick up the pace a bit, you know?
Yeah.
So as soon as I let go of this rock, and I mean, like, I couldn't have thrown it any further. And he's running up a hill, and I'm watching this. I'm like, oh no, no. And he just, middle of his back.
It would have been slow motion for you. Just
He was not happy with me. Yeah, we didn't talk for about 4 hours after that.
4 hours.
Oh my God.
Which in school was a long time.
Yeah, bro, yeah. Nah, that's, to be honest, when I think back on memories, I think of just doing dumb shit like
Yeah,
that.
especially in school. I miss
Oh
those
my
days.
God.
I remember this one time,
Stupidity.
I think I was in year 3 or something like that. I remember I was throwing rocks at cars through the school fence. Cars driving past, and then this one. And then thinking about that reminds me of another memory actually. And then this car pulls over, he see him, full run. This guy climbs the school fence into our school,
Oh my
and
God.
I ran to the toilets. I locked myself in the toilet. I waited in the toilets all recess. I never got in trouble for that one. But yeah, the teachers had to apprehend this guy. Got
Oh
into the
my
school.
God. And he would
Yeah.
have just sounded like a crazy person and
Yeah.
the kid throwing rocks.
Yeah.
He would have looked like the bad guy
Oh
even though
my
he smashed his
God.
window.
That reminds me of a time me and Fossey actually we'll go down to this caravan park, every holidays, and we do dumb shit like there'd be like this spot we could get out, and then you had like a main view of the main road, but you hide in these bushes, and we have like a little hole in the fence we can climb in and out of. So we'd go find shit that people are dumping, like mattresses or whatever, and we just go put them on the road, and we just watch the cars pull up. Go, and we would ha ha ha. They'd have to move this mattress and shit. Some people would like strap them to their roofs. Some people would do weird shit. So we'd always laugh. Anyway, we found this pack of sausages one day. I'm like, let's go fucking from the highway. We flew through this one, hit this person straight in the face.
What was sausage?
Yeah. We ran. I was pretty bad for throwing shit at cars when I think about it.
It was the funnest part because they were just going. They're going by. Can't even do anything about it because even if they turn around, you're fucking halfway gone.
God, bro, I got in trouble bare times by people. I remember throwing some stuff. I'm not going to say what. These ones are pretty bad. Throwing stuff towards vehicles, whether they were driving or not, I don't want to say, but people got out of the cars and chased me. And like, I remember one time me and Fossey, I chucked my scooter over this random person's fence, so I had more speed and I ran, and we hid behind this big tree in this big field. And then this guy's searching for us, screaming, ah. And then someone from the other side of the fence comes out and they see him and say, "What are you yelling at? Oh, what are you two kids doing?" And we're like, please. Bro, by this stage, we're both crying. We're like 11 years old, crying. Oh, God.
It's so much fun until then.
Oh, it was so much fun until then.
Yeah. Kayla and I were notorious for knock and runs.
That's what came to my mind as well.
We had Athena as well.
Yeah.
The three of us. Athena Nikas. And oh my God, it just was our thing.
Yeah.
We
like,
knocked around. One day we knocked on the wrong door.
Yeah.
I can't remember, where were we?
It was just up the road.
Yeah.
It was just up the road, and we knocked on, and we sussed it out first. Like, all right, we're gonna knock, and then this is gonna be our hiding place. We don't even bolt, because we want to see their reaction. We got far enough into it, like just running wasn't enough.
Yeah.
We want to see.
We started doing 3-step hiding.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like we would go to the hiding spot, make sure we got a clear view of the person's face so we can see it perfectly.
Yeah.
So knock on this old man door. And we go behind this big tree.
Yeah.
We're all hiding. And then we're seeing him come out. And it's all funny. You can see he's looking around. He's all confused. Knock and run. I thought he was gone.
Yeah.
So I stood up. It was only a small tree. I stood up. And then I see him. We lock eyes. I was like, fucking, he's me. And I ducked down. And then I'm going, hey. I think he saw us. Why'd you get up? And we're panicking.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I'm like, all right, just stay here, stay quiet. And then, fucking like this 150 kilo fat old man comes around the corner. He's huge. Bro, belts us.
Oh.
Absolutely.
And he was threatening to kill our dog.
Oh,
We had
my
Tokyo.
oh my God. Traumatized. I can promise you we never did it again the day after that.
No.
Because the way he lost it at just children.
Oh my God.
I was probably 11 at the time. You were
Threatening
9.
to kill us, like our dog. Bro, lost it. And then he followed us for a while to see where we go. He was trying to catch us to see what house we're going into.
Yeah.
Fucking walking the other direction.
Yeah, he had no idea.
We were kids, but we weren't stupid.
Yeah.
I had never said sir ever before, but for some reason it was just the first thing I thought was, so sorry, sir. So sorry, sir. So sorry. I couldn't stop saying it. We're all crying. My God.
Scared
Forget
us.
about it. We're just kids. What a terrible man.
Thinking
Yes.
back, dude, that's a man
Threatening
that's
our
just got no self-control, no
Yeah.
discipline, no idea how to act
No.
around kids.
Something was up his ass that day, and we only knocked on his door once. Get over it, dude. But turns out he passed away.
Oh, did
Rest
he?
in peace. Yeah.
Oh, now
he
I feel
died.
bad for
Nobody
calling me
even
a
know
dick.
Now I remember the house. The next door neighbours, I went to netball with them, and they told me that he passed away.
Oh, okay,
I'm like,
yeah.
rest in peace.
Yeah. Maybe he gave himself an heart attack for
Hopefully we didn't
yelling.
cause it. I was just thinking that. I wasn't sure if I should say it out
Probably
loud.
yelled at the next kids to knock on the door and just losing your shit over that.
Oh my god.
I reckon if it was me, right, and I had these kids knocking on the door and then doing 3-step hiding, and if I seen them, I'd say, oh, must be kids doing these knock and run and hiding again. Like, I'd say it out loud. I'd be like, babe, I think they just ran off, but they probably shouldn't do it for a second time. It should be fine. you know, and then just go back inside, grab them eggs out of the fridge,
Yeah.
and just wait for them to come back.
Go
And
top window.
hit them with eggs, bro. That's what I'd do.
Oh,
Love to
man.
do that. Yeah, that throws me
I
back.
wonder if kids still do knock and runs these
Yeah, they'd
days.
have to. They'd have
Yeah.
to. Like, knock and
Well,
run.
there's
was-
been a few times we've got a knock on the door, I come out and there's nothing there. And I just think, little shits.
We used to do it at
Shit.
hotels as well.
Oh,
Actually. We used to do
yeah,
that when
that's
we were in
right.
hotels.
Which was the risky ones because we're stupid. We'd always do the middle rooms and the hallways are at the very end.
Yeah, yeah.
So all you would hear is the knock and then doom, 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 the stomping all the way to the other side. Catch the elevator all the way to ground floor. We out.
That's the best part about doing knock and runs in hotels. You have to make the turn.
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
As fast as you can, as fast as you possibly can. Then as soon as you turn that corner, you know you're safe.
Oh man.
And you always felt like when you were running, when you got to the end, you always think to yourself, they're looking at me, they're looking at me, they're looking at me.
100%. The memories.
Damn, that's a good memory. That's good. But how do you imagine your own lives in the future when it comes to family? So give it 10, 15, 20 years. What picture are you painting in your heads?
I'd love to see these two get married and to be an auntie. In terms of myself, I really want a family. I want to settle down, have kids, have a husband, of course. Yeah,
Not
that's
a
where-
wife,
Not a
grandfather, don't
wife. Sorry, Pop. No, not a wife. A man.
Yeah.
I just gave him a heart attack because he's old school Maltese man.
Yeah.
But that's where I see my future and hopefully buying a beautiful house. Not sure where I'll live. I want to be as close to these as possible. So hopefully they don't want to move away from us. But that's where I see my future heading. First I need to find someone who's going to be high value, who's going to tick all the boxes.
A worthy contestant.
Oh,
as
of
I like to
course.
say.
Contestant.
Can't just let
Yeah.
anyone in your life. You need to find someone that's going to be on the same level as you and want the same things, because at the end of the day, when I meet someone and find someone, it's going to be a long-term thing. It's not short-term. I want you here, my ride and die.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Don't know how many kids yet, but I've started writing a list of names of
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well,
Yeah.
the point I was going to get at was, are you here's a deep personal question, but
Yeah.
are you actively searching, or are you focusing on yourself and seeing if something comes?
Focusing on myself for sure. I'm
Yeah.
not actively searching. It's just something, of course, I want in my life, but I'm not, going on dating websites. I refuse to do that stuff.
Yeah, I remember you telling me
everyone
that,
knows that I'm very opinionated when it comes to those sort of. I want to meet someone organically.
Yeah,
That's
I think that's the best way to find someone.
Yeah.
Don't look for someone. Do
that's
not look
it.
for
No,
someone, yeah.
because it comes like with my partner, my ex-partner and I, it came when I wasn't looking at
Yeah.
all. So that's, for me at the moment, I'm focusing on myself. And if it comes, I hope. Yeah.
If you have something come up in your life and you think to yourself, like, right, I do not have time for anyone at all. This is going to use all of my attention. That's when they'll come. Then you're going to go,
Yeah,
oh,
true.
God.
Wow.
All
Oh,
that
God
wasted
damn
time,
it.
all that pain.
Yeah. Now, what about yourself, Aiden? Are you, what do you imagine when you think of yourself family-wise in a couple decades from
I'm
now?
happy with the normal, nice home, 3 kids, wife. I want that.
Yeah.
I've already got it kind of mapped out a little bit, which I probably shouldn't. But
Nah, it's manifestation, dude.
I want to live in Bella Vista, nice and close to work. Hopefully, I'm still there.
Yeah,
It'd be
that's
nice,
cool.
convenient for work. Nice car, kids, wife.
Oh, you'll be
Happy
20-something years experience then, and you'll be going like this. Yep, sold. Yeah.
You ask him that question now, do you want someone? He goes, I just can't be bothered. That's his
It's not a
line.
good attitude to have, but I just love doing my own thing.
Yeah.
I'm not searching at all. I don't want a relationship. And all the boys always ask, like, don't you want somebody there? No.
yeah.
I've got everything I need.
Yeah,
I've got
yeah,
a family, I've got closest friends you can ask for, dogs.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
happy. Couldn't think of anything worse right now to be in a relationship.
I think that could be the case if you're using prior relationships as your reference point to judge what your life would be based on now, based on what you think a relationship is like. But you can still have everything you have now. You just need the right person to come and add addition to it.
Yeah.
You know, like, trust me, I'm with you. If you say you don't want a relationship, you don't want a relationship.
Yeah.
It's calm. But you're probably at that position then. If you don't want a relationship, I think one might be around the corner, bro. Like, it's usually the way it works. When you're active looking for a girl, you're like, or even a man, you're like, where is everyone?
Yeah.
There's no one there. And then when you start to say to yourself, like, you know what, I'll work on myself for a while. That's when you have the most growth. But then when you say to yourself, like, nah, there's no time.
Yeah.
Like, this is the next chapter. This one needs to get done first before I find someone. Let's accomplish this first. Then they come along and you're like, what the fuck?
I reckon when the right woman comes along in your life, you're not going to be like that. He just hasn't found the right one yet. So at the moment, he can't be bothered with him. He can't be bothered with the texting. The moment he texts a girl, he goes, oh, then I have to reply again. I'm like, yeah, well, that's how texting works.
Reply so fast. And then I hate being on my phone.
Yeah.
Hate it. I hate texting. Well, I talk to the boys every single day. That's different.
Yeah,
Love that.
It's different. Yeah.
But like the constant messaging back and like
You don't have to do that.
I know.
It can just be a message.
It's like that these days, but
It's
when you're
not,
meeting
and
people,
Let me tell you, when I met my partner,
Yeah.
I said to her straight away, I will not text you back straight away.
Really?
I said to her
Yeah.
straight away,
You
I'm
made
not
it
the type
clear.
of person. I will
Okay.
call you every day.
Yeah.
If I don't see you, I'll at least call you. If it's 10, 5 minutes, whatever. If it's an hour, it's an hour. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll at least speak to each other once a day. I will not be texting all day. That's not going to happen.
Okay.
And then we never have done it.
And then that's
Never have
it was
done it.
never an issue either.
Never have done it.
See, for some reason
She
in
called
my
me
head, I
once
think it's the
today.
worst thing in the world if I don't.
Nah.
Like it has to be like that.
It doesn't have to be like that, bro. It doesn't. You're responsible for your own. You will literally get whatever you want in life. You will.
I've had 3 serious relationships, and all 3 is I don't get it. I get in trouble if it's not constant.
Yeah.
Every single, so it's kind of like been built into my brain, and I think that's why I strongly dislike it, because it's like I feel like I'm forced to. It's like a pressure with it.
Yeah.
So now that's maybe what puts me off it a little bit. I don't want to be fully in. I just want to. I love doing my own thing. I've got such a routine that I love so much, and I don't really want it broken.
Yeah.
Well, do what Doxy said. Just set the air clear and say,
I still just like doing my own thing still right now, but
Yeah.
I
That's
just
it.
want to do my own
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Keep
We're not
doing
saying
you.
you have to find a missus
no.
today.
Yeah, no,
But
no,
the
no.
family ask too, because in our family, our extended family and our mum and dad, they got married very young. Like
Yeah.
Mum got married when she was 21, 22.
What?
Oh, mate, they got married
That's how it is.
What
That's
the
how
heck?
it is in our culture, and that's everyone in our family. So
Yeah.
bloody young, start having kids.
But I find like in your 20s is a bit of a waste. You've got so much more to life. I
wanna
think
have
30s
fun.
is a good age to. Now it's more common for 30s people having kids, getting married in their 30s now. In your 20s, it's not as common anymore.
No, I think that, like, I don't know, the idea of marriage at 20 to 25 now is an enormous decision to
Yeah.
make, because I think when it comes to raising children can be different, because two people can get together with the common mindset of having someone who they've both created and give
Yeah.
everyone's attention to this child, right? I
Yeah.
think that's people can have kids at 16 and still raise beautiful children in today's
Yeah.
society. But at 16, imagine committing to someone who you only met at 16.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have no blood to you. They have no relation. You're just choosing in that moment that from now on in the society that we live on, we're going to give each other 100% of our focus and commitment is
Yeah.
insane to think like that. I'm still trying to mature today. You know, I'm only just learning the skills of putting other people first and balancing myself at the same time.
Yeah.
It's one thing to put someone else first. It's one thing to put yourself first. Balancing that act is a difficult tightrope to
Yeah.
walk. And then maybe that's been your past relationship. Maybe you were focused on keeping everyone happy, and it was just so much work. And now you're finally so comfortable. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm doing me.
That's the
You know what I
thing.
mean?
It's always about them. That's how my mindset is in relationships. 100% about them all the time, and then kind of forget about like what I enjoy and what it's whatever they say go kind of thing.
Well,
Yeah.
his last relationship, he let himself go completely. He put on a lot of weight for a start.
Yeah, we don't want that happening again.
Lost
Yeah,
himself.
we're looking good now, dude.
Yeah.
I love how it is now.
Yeah.
I've just got a good balance with everything.
But you
Yeah.
can learn from these past relationships now, and
yeah.
you know exactly how you're going to apply this on.
Yeah.
I think that you learn what you want and you learn what you don't, which is more important than what you want.
Yeah.
Because you'll get what you want. Subconsciously, you'll just create the future you want to live in.
Yeah.
But you learn what you don't want through bad relationships. And I think that is the most important thing about dating in general. You know what I mean? To be honest, I'm so grateful for every relationship I've ever had, because you kind of learn, right, after this amount of time, this is when I started to feel pretty frustrated about this, and this is what I started about that. It's like you take someone said it to me, actually. I remember exactly who said it. Jack Thompson said it to me on our podcast. So shout out to Jack if you're listening to this. But he said, you learn for an entire relationship what you don't like, and you take it to the first date on the next one. And I'm like, damn, that's powerful, bro.
Yeah.
True way.
That was I loved that. I loved that.
That's really good. Yeah. Valid.
You're right.
Nah, it's sick, bro. It's sick. But don't be shy when it comes to having your own life at the same time, dude.
Yeah.
Because I kind of think that I'm an example of it. Because I decided if I'm going to get into a relationship, I do this once a week. I don't even live in Sydney. I live in Canberra, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Is she in Sydney?
Yeah,
or-
yeah. She's
Oh.
Sydney. She's probably here now. I think I can hear some girls laughing
Oh,
outside.
okay.
I think she's probably
Can't
here
wait
now.
to meet her.
Yeah. Nah, she's gold. She's nothing but gold. So, nah, it's
Love
you
that.
can have both. You can easily have both.
I think that's where I got to change my mentality a bit. I keep thinking it's all going to be the same with my past
It's not.
ones, and there was a lot of times really unhappy.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of a little bit scarred from that. And I say I can't be bothered more as like a barrier for me. It's like, it's not I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
It's more I'm like, I don't want to be in the same position I've been in
Yeah.
times before.
Yeah.
And now I've found a place where I'm happy and I'm not like lonely or wanting to seek that. I'm like in a position, I'm like just so happy and content
Yeah,
how
yeah.
everything is.
Yeah.
And I don't want anything to break that.
I think it's important being single just to take opportunities. Ask anyone on a date, because like if you can balance having your own time, giving a little bit of free time to someone, it's almost crazy to imagine that the person that you're just going to go on a date with next is going to be the person that you marry. That's a pretty crazy idea. And I think that I'm personally like that. Everyone thinks the next person I meet might be the next. But I think we should just be like taking advantage of anyone that we meet. Hey, you want to go on a date? You want to get to know each other? You want to have something to eat,
Yeah,
coffee?
I don't do
Because
that at all.
everyone might have another 5 relationships before they meet their person, you know what I mean? Because it might take 5 amounts of experience for either person on the date to realize what they do and don't want.
Hopefully
So-
it doesn't.
Yeah.
That's tough. 5 relationships.
Yeah, but a relationship might only be a month. It might only be, it might be 6 months. It might be a year. It could be 5. You never know. But like, I'm sure by the end of it, you're gonna have a pretty good list of like, hell yeah, the next person you go on the first date. Motherfucker, you better be doing this. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Set your standards.
You better. Kayla's like, you better know how to fix cars. You better know how to treat me good. You know? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not that high maintenance.
And Aiden's like, let me fix your car. Let me treat you good.
Legit.
Yeah. Nah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like I've no trouble having faith in the two of you having amazing families. It just
Thank you, bro.
comes naturally from the families you already have together with everyone extended. I've met the family, extended family.
Yeah.
You have.
He's a wild bunch.
You're part of us now. You're part of the
Do you know
family.
this story about how we met Ray? Sorry, Mum and Dad. Mum and Dad were pissed off their face at Ray Sherry's place.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Jake,
yeah.
Doxy and I, we were out.
Went to go watch the Once Upon a
Oh, we
Time in
hated that
Hollywood. It was a
movie.
shit movie.
Yeah, we
it
hated
was a shit movie. Yeah.
So
yeah.
we got a call from Mum, and Mum goes, "Can you come pick us up? Like our car's at Ray." So they're playing Maltese music. They're
Oh my God.
they're trying to force feed
Oh,
Jake
yeah.
Doxy.
Trying to
Standard.
do-
Standard.
testing you.
And then he's just hearing everyone sing Il Baya
Oh
Talmaliha
my
in
God, you
Maltese,
poor
and then
guy.
they give me the
Poor guy.
mic and I start singing in
Yeah.
Maltese, and he's just there like, and then he has to drive. He drove Mum's car home,
Oh,
and then I had to
yeah,
drive
yeah.
Doxy back. You weren't living here at the time. You were
I was
living
probably
somewhere.
at Quakers Hill.
Yeah,
probably,
Quakers Hill. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
And we were probably maybe.
I had
was
someone in
21.
the car. You didn't have both your parents in the car, did you?
No, you drove with my
Yeah,
dad, and I had my
I
mum.
thought I did. Yeah, I thought I did. Yeah. That was a crazy experience. Yeah, that was
Tell
fun,
us
though.
about that. Do you remember the drive?
I do remember the drive. That's why I wanted to ask first. Like, were you with both parents? Because I do remember being with your dad, but like, we were just having good conversation. You know what I mean? It wasn't even awkward or nothing. It was good. It was good. Yeah. That's because I've known Jake for a long time and stuff. You know, like it was just easy. Just
First
talking,
date,
yeah,
and he
yeah.
met the family.
Yeah, all of them.
Drunk.
Yeah,
Mum and dad.
that was hilarious.
You're a good man, Doc.
That was
You
fun
are.
though.
I
That
don't know
was
what
a
I
good
would have
day.
done.
That was a good day. I remember that was a good
And
day.
they're like, you weren't hungry, and they're trying to force
Yeah,
feed you.
I know.
For stitch season. Yeah, it was. I think what the occasion was and why they got together. It was, Maltese Festa goes
okay.
Shara. So they got together for Shara. It's a big cultural thing in Malta where they have these things called festas for their villages, and and these people they grew up with my dad, and they have every year they do this celebration at someone's house. And
wow.
That's the thing for our future partners to note, but get used to being force fed.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my
You've got
God.
no choice.
But at least
Now
it's good
family.
food.
It is good food. It's
At least
cracker
it's good
food, but
food.
no is not an answer.
Yeah.
Like our grandmother, even in parents, like when Jake's partner comes over, my God, it's always you have to eat.
You have
Yeah.
to
You
eat.
have
There's
to.
no.
Yeah. There's
If-
been
If you don't finish your food, it's a sin.
Yeah, I know.
God. That's another big thing in our family, waste.
Yeah.
Waste
You
it
can't
can't be a
waste.
thing. Like that's been built into us since we were young.
Yeah.
Waste, like, and get all the stories, African people, like they
Yeah.
wouldn't waste, like, we get that drilled into us every single time. There's a tiny little freaking crumb left on the plate. It's just a thing.
If I don't have leftovers, it wasn't enough. That's my mentality. Like,
Yeah.
if I finish the plate, damn, I didn't cook enough. You know.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, I give it to the dog.
Leftovers.
Sorry, I interrupted you. What were you going to say?
I think I was gonna say that because we're talking. You mentioned Jake and his girlfriend too, and I was gonna say
Yeah.
what an evolution that Jake's had in the last
Bro.
2 years.
Insane.
Evolution. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
What
I
a
love
guy.
seeing him now. He's just so relaxed and chill, and he's got these great. He's been saving good
Yeah.
money
Yeah,
and
he
like
wants to-
Bro, he's a
he's
new
looking-
person.
Yeah,
He's dead
bro.
set a new person.
Wants
I'm
to buy a
so
house.
proud of him, eh?
yeah.
Because everybody knows his background. Well, for the people that don't, he had a bit of a rocky couple of years
Oh,
there.
no, I
and
can't pretend like I wasn't there to help participate in that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
The comeback, even you, the both of you, the comeback you've had, and look at how well
Yeah.
he's doing now.
Well, appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
It's just some people, I do look around, some people didn't grow up, which is unfortunate, but I think I didn't have any problem thinking that we all were going to, you know what I mean? Like I believed, and it's so hard because like when I have kids of my own one day, I'm just going to have to let them fly on their own
Yeah.
because I know everyone was worried. And yeah, accidents can happen. Things could have gone wrong. Things did go wrong a little bit for people, but I knew that everything was going to be fine.
Yeah.
I knew that it's like, just let us get through this. It's a speed
It's
hump.
part of the story.
I knew it. Everyone knew it. We all knew it who were being irresponsible, but it just took a couple of us a few more years to realize.
Yeah.
But like, it's something to look back on now. And then our kids are probably going to go through the exact same thing. But the good thing is, you've been through it.
Yeah.
We've been through it, so now we know how to help them.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
know
yeah.
everything they're going to go through.
Yeah.
We know every feeling they're going to be having after and how to help them. Like,
Yeah, I remember I had this conversation with my dad only because we went to a funeral maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, I'd say.
sorry to hear.
I appreciate that. It was a sad day. Won't give away too much details on the podcast about who it was, but it was a big family event. It wasn't someone in our family, but it was close to the family. So we went there, and I remember we were just talking about raising kids and stuff because we realized this guy who's passed away, he was an amazing dad. Like, and everyone knew, but then when we watched the funeral service, we seen the photos and how involved we're like, Jesus, he did a good job. Like, this was his thing. He was dad, period. There was
Yeah.
nothing. It was dad.
That was his main job.
main
in
job
life.
in life. Killed it, crushed it. And then we were joking around and shit about it because Dad's like, fuck, we got to get some photos together. Like, if I die, what are we going to put up there? Blah,
Oh,
blah.
wow.
Having a good laugh and stuff. And then we started talking about raising of kids as well and being irresponsible when we were younger because I was irresponsible. My dad was irresponsible when he was my age. I think what we're getting at, because we're trying to go to Canada, so we both had to apply for the US Embassy and all this stuff. And so far, it's all looking good anyway. So
Yeah.
I remember saying to him, like, when I was going through all this shit, I remember you kind of just stood back and like was like, but growing up, you never were really hard on me. You're always just like, go do whatever you want. I never got punished when I was growing up. Really, didn't think I did. But then his dad was military. He served for 40 something years in the military.
Wow.
Like, he was second in command. Like, he was get home, right, shoes straight, blah blah. What's this doing unbuttoned? Blah, blah. Dinner should be served, blah blah. So I was like, your dad was like that, and you were like that. Our complete opposite ends of the spectrum. But then both children from each outcome both ended up in the same circumstances of irresponsible teenagehood. You know, like,
That's crazy.
so it didn't make a single difference how you raised your kids. Like, it didn't.
You still go through it.
It didn't make a difference. So it's a good insight now to be able to look in the future and be like, right, all my job is just to do my best to make sure they're polite, responsible, fed, and interested in learning. That's the only things that matter. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, they're gonna do dumb shit.
True.
How do
Yeah.
you learn?
That's how you learn, isn't it? I'm grateful for fucking up. My God.
Yeah.
It's
I've had my times too, and I would not change a
Nah,
single
bro.
thing.
I've got some good videos on my phone of you too. I won't say what, but
Oh,
God, I've got some good videos.
If only you knew.
Oh, God. Do I want to see this?
And you'll never know.
No.
You'll never ever know.
do not,
Fucking
but-
hell.
God, it was.
I would not change a single
Nah,
thing, not
nah.
one little bit.
yeah.
I loved every moment of that time.
Yeah. Do you know who said this to me? Jake said this to me once. I think this was like 4 years ago or something. But he said to me, if you can't look back at yourself and cringe, you've never grown.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I've
You
never
look
forgotten
back at
that.
those old
Oh,
videos
oh,
and think,
man.
oh, God, what the
Yeah.
hell was I doing?
Yeah. Nah, good work to the two of you. I'm glad we got to do our first one together.
Yeah.
I hope hopefully the next one Jake can sit on with us as well.
So true.
All right?
We'd love to have him on.
He's up there in the top 3 families, I have to say. He's up.
Oh.
He's
Love that.
amazing people.
Thank
I
you,
love
bro.
us all.
Thank you.
I
Great.
don't think we've heard that before either. Appreciate
Oh, really?
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I really
that's not
do
surprising.
appreciate
That is surprising. Sorry that you've never. That's not surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Well, it's inspiring knowing that you can have such a tight relationship inside a household. It is. It's awesome. So good work. Tonight, I wanted to ask you, is he getting hungry at all? Because I bought a lot of food.
Oh, good. What's on the menu tonight, Doxy?
I've gone pretty ridiculous in the past when it comes to like rices and tacos
Taco
and
night.
fucking meats and stuff. Tonight, I just thought, keep it simple. We got chicken kebab sticks, plenty of sausages, we've got cob loaf, salads, we've got plenty of food.
Good
There's
shit.
too many
Yeah.
people to try hard. Too many people. Like, for fuck, I think it's like 45 maybe
Wow.
at the most tonight.
a
So
lot.
maybe more because Mum's bringing a friend, Burn's bringing a friend. Like, it's like
Nice.
Call me good night.
Yeah. it sounds
my
like
dog's
it.
over. You get to meet my dog.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we bring my dog over from my girlfriend's house.
You know who I miss the most? The goat.
Oh, Gucci.
Gucci, the goat.
Damn.
Doxy, you have to explain in the podcast what the intent was.
All right.
For Gucci.
I think maybe once, earliest episodes, I explained the ghost story, but for those who are new and
Yeah.
haven't watched it, so I remember I had this idea once because I watched the movie Tag. You've seen Tag? 4 mates who grew up playing tag that never ended. 5 mates, never ended. They played for the month of July or
I've
something.
seen clips on it. Yeah, I know what you're talking
great
about.
movie,
Yeah,
based
yeah,
on a real story too. By the
Real?
way, yeah,
Really?
based on a real
I didn't know
story.
that.
So I thought to myself, like, that'd be fun, but like we need to up the stakes a little bit, you know. So I thought, like, what if we had? Because I was also playing this game with Damo and stuff at the time, where there'd be a lighter, and we'd play this thing called Lighter Keeper. So your goal was to steal this person's lighter. So you could break into their house, go through their room, like. You could do anything you could.
Yeah.
You just couldn't physically get it off them. And then we had to have lighter keeper commissioners to judging and rulings, and we'd have to have like signed all things on notes and stuff. Like we took it so serious. Anyway, so I'm trying to combine these games together, and I thought, what if we had something that you had to give someone and they had to take it, and then they were now it, like they're tagged. What about a live animal? What about a dog? Nah, but no one would give the dog away.
Yeah.
How about a goat?
Go.
If you just showed up at someone's house and let the goat in, haha, you're it. Then their responsibility is to get this dog into a goat into a car and take it somewhere, you know. And I thought to myself, like, that would be the best game in the world. So I was looking online for goats, and I'm like, a grown goat's going to be hard. Like, how about I start with a baby goat and raise this goat in this lifestyle?
Oh my god.
But there's like rules and shit. Like I remember once on my old phone, I had like a list of things, criterias. Like if you broke any of these rules, the goat wasn't fed that night, blah, blah, blah. Then you have to get fined, punished, you know. I made all these things. So I bought this baby goat, getting ready for this game. And then I don't know, bro, a couple of days go past. I'm like, I can't give this goat
You
away.
got attached
I
to
got
the goat.
someone, I named it, bro. I should have named it.
You went wrong.
Gucci the goat. Oh, she was so sweet.
Rip Gucci.
Rip
eh? Rip Gucci.
Funny.
What a fucking goat.
So funny to say Rip Gucci too.
Gucci was part of our family, but
Oh man, I take it to the
Gucci.
dog park.
Yeah.
I took her to Frango's, take her out to the dinners, to Woolworths.
Oh my
oh,
God.
you loved that
I wish I could.
goat,
I've got
man.
videos on my phone of Gucci.
Yeah,
I
I
wish
got
I
a
could
couple
show.
of videos
Yeah.
too.
Love Gucci
I got
so
some of the
much.
cutest videos. I take her to work all the time. I take her to construction sites. Like I take her to everywhere. Like there's
Mate.
such a cool goat. Oh man.
People think, what the?
Yeah, I remember like I get out of the car, right? And like back then I used to try and dress. The only way I can describe it would be like Habibi. You know what I mean? Like Moe's dressed like that now, with all the scarf and the Burberry hat and shit, the TNs. I'd have this leash and my Gucci the goat would have like decked out in jewelry and shit. And I'd just get out of the car, and then you just see a group of people over there, and they'd be like, "Is that a goat?" And then you just hear. Like it's a goat, like chick magnet too. Chick magnet.
Served you well there too, eh?
Yeah, it was sick. And then, yeah, she was doing good. She got along with my dog real well. Like they would sleep in the same kennel together.
Swear to God.
The goat kind of thought it was a dog growing up because the dog would jump up on you and want pats and shit. And then the goat would kind of like be there for a second and then get down and be like, "What am I doing? You know what I mean? Why am I doing this?" It would just copy the dog. And then one time the goat got out. No, the dog got out through a gap in the fence, and then the goat would like come over and like hit us and bark, and then like kind of like get you to come over so you'd follow this goat. What do you want? And it would take you to the hole in the fence, so the dog got out. You're like, oh my god, like they were a good team. Yeah. And then she just crawled behind all this stuff we had in the backyard one day, like got in behind these timbers and lodged herself in there. And then fucking got bitten by a redback. There was a redback in there.
That
and then
sucks, bro.
It was rough
brutal.
watching this goat die too, because she's just screaming. And then you're like, oh, calm down. Looking on vets and no one's fucking open. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Most of them were for dogs and cats.
Yeah,
as well.
dogs and cats. No, I'm asking about a goat. I don't want to do with the goat. It's a fucking goat. I was like, oh, come on. Anyway, then one by one limb started to go paralyzed, because that's what happens with animals. Like one limb at a time, leg. Tried to hold her up, and then she kind of just face planted, and I was like, oh, this poor guy ain't going to survive the night. Later in bed, and stiff as a rock the next day. Stiff as. Big old rabbit's like stiff, like arms, legs, everything's head, just stiff, like concrete. Weirdest thing too, weirdest thing. And then we buried her behind Foreman. Yeah. Behind the high school.
Oh, and had a little funeral for her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's teary. Too. That makes me tear up.
Gucci, man.
Everyone's gathering around, putting buds, putting some cigarettes, bit of alcohol, like papers, and everyone takes a turn of burying the shovels. And then, like, I remember someone goes, "How old was the goat?" And I go, "Oh, she was only 3 months old." And Fisher just started laughing. I said, "What are you laughing at?" He's like, "Bro, you had it for 3 months. You're the worst pet owner in the world." You're so slack, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, but no, my plan is to get a bunch of more animals soon.
Really?
Yeah, we've got one dog at the moment. I plan on getting a second. I've got a rabbit now.
Oh, no way.
And I plan on getting 2 ducks and 2 chickens.
What?
Yeah.
Are you going to keep them?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
One thing about rabbits, Aiden.
Hey, don't talk about it. Don't talk
we
about it.
We can't have rabbits as pets.
Oh, don't say that.
Either, mate. That's why.
Why would you have to say that?
I know, cruel. That's very
Talking
dark.
about a pet. Listen,
We're talking about
dude.
dinner.
Speaking of eating rabbits, right? My rabbit picks on my dog. Like, and my dog's a pretty big dog. She's only 6 months old, but she's a Staffy Mastiff Kelpie. So she's a big dog. She's gentle as, and our rabbit's a thug, bro. Like, bites her, scratches her, like jumps on her, and like the dog's always running away. And then she's bit her a couple times, and she's got scabs and scars and scratches and shit on her face, belly. Like,
what?
No.
Your dog?
Yeah, from the rabbit.
Shit.
The rabbit just sometimes likes picking on the dog. Anyway, the dog once realised, like, I'm bigger than you.
Yeah.
And it lost it.
Really?
Picked it up, shook it around, launched it, chased it, bashed it, picked it up again, shook it, launched it. And my missus at home, she's calling me. I'm saying, oh, what are you going to do? Like, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. She's going to work. I'm like, just got to get the dog in, separate the rabbit, like, keep the dog inside all day. The rabbit kind of ran away and literally just died. Like, and I'm like, just go to work, just sort it out when you get home. I'll beep the name out, but tell the young one straight inside, and I have sort the rabbit out. I'll dig a hole when I get home. Oh. She gets home that day, the rabbit's like limping around and that, and then like we kind of like have to tell the dog, "Oi, look what you've done," you know.
Fuck.
And then the rabbit kind of heals up, bro, missing like chunk, like hairless and everything. And now the rabbit's back alive, bro.
Really?
It's been like 2 months. The rabbit's like hopping around again.
Wow.
Like,
Is it still attacking?
Is it still
attacking the dog, or is
no, they know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lizzie was fucking asking for it.
He was asking for it. Yeah, I know, it's
Play
crazy.
stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah,
that's the
that's
definition of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, so that's the plan. I'd love to have chickens and rabbits,
Love that.
chickens and ducks, but Chickens for the eggs, ducks for the fucking love.
Ducks are actually lovely animals.
Yeah.
They'll love you to
Cute.
death.
That's
Yeah,
adorable.
been looking like a little natural homemade water
yeah.
circulation system with rocks and pools
Yeah,
and
man.
stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So
shit.
what's the hold? Are you just trying to find your own place to do
I'm just
that,
not
or-
stable right now. Living in Canberra as well. It's too
Yeah,
hard, too much
true.
responsibility to walk away from.
Do you want to do it at this house?
this house?
here?
Yeah, this house. Yeah, the other house, like the dog and the rabbit have fucked this backyard up. And
Yeah,
it's
Really?
only a
fair
rental
enough.
too, so I'm gonna have to somehow. I'm gonna just have to strip the whole backyard and regrass it. It's
Yeah.
destroyed. It's
Really?
destroyed. Like, It's too hard being away for like 5 nights out of the week. It's
you
too hard.
Yeah.
Can't do anything
When
about
you
it.
come back permanently back in Sydney?
When? It's a bit hard. Originally, it was going to be like late August. Now it's looking like maybe start of September, but I'm going overseas September the 8th. So I won't be back until basically October.
Yeah.
So I'll be back August, September. My life will go back to normal when I come back from overseas around
Okay.
October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
October.
good.
Yeah, nah.
Good shit.
Nah, it's all happening. It's all happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got one more question for you.
Okay, yep.
That tattoo
Yep.
on your neck, I've never seen that before.
What?
I don't.
Okay.
Been there for a while.
Maybe I've never noticed it. We were talking about that. Is that the evil eye?
I can't
looks
really
like
give
the-
too much away about what it is, why it is, and things like that. But if you know, you know. If you know, you
Yeah.
know. You're on the right. Yeah, you're on the right track.
On the right.
yeah,
He doesn't believe in that stuff.
yeah.
I asked him today,
See no
Aiden,
evil,
can you
speak
buy
no
it for
evil."
me? Can you buy me an evil eye, please?
Do you believe in the witchcraft? And what is it?
I'm willing to go. I'm willing to go deep
I
for
had
20
someone-
minutes.
Yeah.
I'm willing to go deep for
Oh
20
my
minutes.
God.
Depends what you mean by witchcraft. I need a bit more detail as to what you think. Like,
I
what
don't
your
even
question is.
understand it. She's just been yabbing off it about it
I
for the
don't
last
look.
couple of weeks.
I don't practice witchcraft, but I know someone that does.
I don't think I've
and-
ever heard of it before she mentioned it to me a couple of weeks ago.
The evil eye isn't okay. The evil eye isn't based on witchcraft. Witchcraft taps into the evil eye concept. So the evil
Yeah.
eye is an all-seeing, all-knowing, all-powerful eye. It doesn't have to be evil, but it's the eye of Horus. It's the eye that's on every American dollar. It's the eye that's in every movie, every Egyptian scripture.
Oh, I swear. Okay.
Yeah.
It's God. It's the all-seeing, all-knowing, all-powerful. But people believe you can choose to tap into it for both good and for bad. It's Illuminati. It's all the same thing. The
right, okay.
Freemasons. It's all dipping into the
Yeah.
same thing. It's all the all-seeing eye. Like,
Wow.
yeah, it's crazy. It's actually everything. I can't say all of witchcraft is real. All of this is real. But
Yeah.
I believe there's a way. I believe there's things that we do not understand yet that people
Correct.
are trying to figure out. It's like, I think it makes sense. Like, it's like science. Like, magnetism is something that we had no idea how it worked, until we broke down the chemical compounds of positive and negative charged neurons and things and what attracts to each other. And even the way the human body works, people have been saying garlic and lemon and these things heal your body, and people are like, they don't heal your body. And then they break it down like, yes, it relieves inflammation.
Yeah.
This is what's happening inside your body. Like,
Yeah.
I believe there's no difference between anything spiritual. There's no difference. Like, if you have good and bad in the world, energy wise, like what's stopping people from being able to tap into it and harness it and use it? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we only have 5 senses. They reckon now we have like 11, including like awareness and touch, and
Wow.
technology is becoming a sense that we're all tapping into and things like that. But that's just what we can measure. I think of it like a dolphin who has an ability to communicate with another dolphin without sending out any harmonics. It just knows by vibrations in the water. And birds
Wow.
fly in a perfect V form, and they have no pulsation coming from them at all. But when one turns, they all turn at the microsecond same time. Like,
That is pretty crazy.
animals,
That is insane.
like, you
That
look
is
at like in Mother Nature, for example, and I've used this reference before, like some lions will stop eating so many gazelle when the populations go down, and these lions have never seen this herd of gazelle. Like, when in plants and forests, like some trees will stop absorbing so much nutrients because other ones need to grow enough shade to cover these ones, which are going to give them the nutrients they need. Like, there's things, no matter what, that we can't measure because we haven't got the sensors for it. So why is there not these energies and stuff flying around in the air that like people are able to at least try and decipher and figure out? Like, it makes sense to me.
He goes, don't be those type of person that starts searching it
It's
up.
more
I'm
the, like the crystals and stuff in the corner of your house,
I'm
and
not
like
gonna do that.
I don't know, bro. I believe.
I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody, but
No,
I always,
not at all,
I do
no.
not, because people all have their beliefs, but I
Yeah.
just cannot understand the fact where if somebody is manifesting something in their brain for something else to happen to somebody else, like bad things to happen.
It's so
How
cool.
the fuck is that gonna actually happen?
Do you believe in manifestation as is?
And for myself, if I manifest something to make me work harder, 100%. But if I manifest you doing something right now, not gonna happen.
You never know, bro. You know, I don't know.
That's what I
That's
can't
wild.
understand.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
And that's what you were explaining to me before. It's like something in their brain being transferred into somebody else's brain to do something or bad things to
shit.
happen. I'm thinking, what the?
I
How's that
believe
gonna-
it to be true. Explain to me this. How do you know when someone's looking at you? How come when you're at school and you were watching a presentation, you were able to turn your head and see someone looking at you from a few rows behind every time? Or if you were staring at someone from a couple rows, they were going to turn around and look
sense
at
it.
you. There's sense. There's
There is. It's
I don't know.
true.
like those things
I don't
happened.
know.
Like
It does happen. That's a good point. I don't know.
Like-
Yeah, I can't even.
I think it's crazy that you think of someone and they call you straight away. Like, what is that? That happens to me all the time.
That's
Like,
true.
there's some weird kind of connectivity that we haven't yet figured out a way to measure. We haven't got the senses. We might have the senses, but we just haven't got the either the language or the vocabulary or the measuring devices in order to
I think
harness
these
it.
bastards have figured it out.
Yeah.
I think of something, not even say it out loud, but I think of it, and bro, I'm seeing ads on
Yeah,
thinking
right.
of things I'm gonna buy.
Yeah. So
These people have figured it out.
No, so since you have that belief, right, whether it's joking around or serious, because it does
No, I
happen to
kind of do
everyone.
believe it, to be honest.
Everyone has that. How's that no different than what Kayla's saying, where someone is able
Alright.
to think something and put them in someone else's mind?
I don't know. They've. I don't know. I thought it was something like radiation with my brain in back in time.
But that's the same thing.
Yeah.
You're just applying the same logic to a word that you know scientifically to something else. You know what I mean? It's the same process.
Bit
It's
of a
something going
contradiction,
in or
I hear
out of
you.
someone's
I
brain.
hear you.
Well,
It kind of makes sense.
Well, so many movies hint at the idea, like it's not just. I don't believe it just to be. It's folklore. It's mythology. It's mythos, but it doesn't mean that it can't come from some kind of ancient belief that maybe has been translated like a Chinese game of whispers through generations. That now we just think of it as like this make believe thing, but maybe back when it was just tribe and tribe, they had a different way of saying these things that made sense. You know, everyone in the community kind of understood. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I believe personally, if the whole thing is real, the
Yeah.
idea to play with condemning badness onto someone else, then I believe that you're only doing yourself harm.
Yeah.
You know
Because
what I mean?
karma's, at the end of the day,
real.
karma's real.
Yeah.
Karma
I
is
believe
real.
in that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think it's, for me, it's more that I don't want to believe it. I'm kind of scared to believe in it a little bit. 'Cause what if it is legit?
Not only that, bro. Once you open one door, like you're a bit of a psycho patient now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because now everything's real, bro.
Yeah.
It's not that
Yeah.
nothing's real. Everything's real.
But then you make a good point, because I 100% believe in karma. 100%,
Yeah.
100% believe in it.
Yeah.
You do bad things happen. You do good
Yeah.
things, good things will happen.
Yeah. Someone
So
broke
be a
down
good
karma to me on the
person.
podcast once, and they said that they believe that karma is a product of what you put out is what you get in. There's no difference to if you want to achieve this goal, you have to put in the work to get the achievement. If you don't put in the work, you're going to suffer the consequences of not doing it. They think that karma is just another way of being getting the results in which you participated to get towards. You know what I mean? It's not like this thing that's gone around and come back. You've just decided to walk this toxic path to get to your toxic destination.
True that.
You know, which is pretty cool. I
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
metaphor. Yeah, I feel like we could go deep now. To be
Yeah,
honest
I
with
know.
you.
I know.
We're-
This
we're-
has gotten
We're
big
trotting
deep
on now, right?
Yeah.
It's been going on for a couple, maybe almost 2.5 hours now. I've been trotting on, but I think next time I want to go down this. We'll call it this concept theory of
I
spirituality. All
agree,
right?
yeah.
yeah.
Plain simple, just be a good person.
Yeah, be a good person at the
'Cause you-
least. At the
That's
least.
right.
Yeah.
Because then good karma's going to come your way.
Yeah, nice. Well, good way to wrap up a podcast. Give
Yeah.
us a little trailer for next time. All right, you guys? Now I'm keen for another one.
Yeah.
The Zippo cast was a success.
Yeah.
This was good. I enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
Me
good.
too.
Awesome. Good work, guys. And thank you both so much for
Thank
coming
you.
over and doing it. You're two of my favourite people. So I made no. It wasn't hard to put the two and two together to have you both come on at the same time. It was just easy that you're brother and sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
All worked out
good.
good.
Everyone's going
Thanks,
to
Docs.
enjoy it, I'm sure.
Yeah, good. All right, sweet. Well, for everyone listening, thank you for making it to the end of the episode. There'll be another one next week. That's all right.
Shawty catch a vibe, yeah, I had to put her on. Yeah, 2-seater, yeah, we heading for the sun. Shawty going high, I ain't tripping for the funds. Yeah, I won't start, I ain't tripping, I'ma start.